நான் உனக்கு ஒரு நல்ல காலேஜ்ல அட்மிஷன் வாங்கி கொடுத்துட்டேன், which was லாயலா காலேஜ். இப்போ அதுக்கு மேல நான் எதுவுமே பண்ண முடியாது. ஸோ நீ என்ன வேணாலும் பண்ணு, பட் பாக்கெட் மணி கிட்ட கேட்டாது.
கிட்டத்தட்ட your first client is a client from abroad, like
Spain. My first client is from Spain.
அது எப்படி how did you learn?
Because of blog. There were these people who used to read my blog a lot. அப்போ வந்து YouTube எவ்வளோ ஃபேமஸ் இல்லை, blogs was the most famous.
பெஸ்ட் ஏஜென்சி போட்டாலோ எது போட்டாலும் நீங்க தான் வருவீங்க இல்ல? So how did you do that?
Because I understood what people wanted. I wrote about what people wanted, and that's how my blog started to come on top. Even today, I still see a lot of my blogs are ranking on top, and because of which we still get to see traffic coming to my site. Built Digital Scholar in 2019. Not that I was not making enough profits, or not that I was not very happy. I was doing good, decent stuff. But after COVID, everybody wanted digital. Like it became like there was a huge hunger for digital marketing. Like they wanted digital marketing badly and badly. The budgets, which was 5 lakhs, became 50 lakhs. So everything changed. The whole dynamics of digital marketing changed.
You had only one client. போயிட்டாங்க. You were asking money with அப்பா. He said, இன்னைக்கு ஓகே, இந்த மாசம் நான் பே பண்ணிடுறேன், அடுத்த மாசம் நீ பே பண்ண முடியுமான்னு சொன்னப்போ you said no. You had some savings, and savings adல போட்டீங்க. Not in Chennai. You did a session in Mumbai. அது எப்படி நடந்துச்சு?
I was frustrated, and on the way from Godown Street to Chule is where my house is. I called up my friend and I said, what do I do next? So she said, why don't you do social media marketing bootcamp in Bombay?
Real estateங்கிறது வந்து is your forte. Like இருக்க எல்லா பெரிய brandsum wanted to work with you. அந்த niche எப்படி நீங்க attract பண்ணீங்க?
So many years I've spent more than 200 crores only in real estate digital marketing.
200 crores.
200 to 300 crores
on ad budget.
On ad budgets. Only in real estate digital marketing. Once you get the taste of money very early in your life, especially the money that you earn, nobody's questioning you, where are you spending, right? Because your parents are not going to ask you this question. So the rule is very simple. நான் வந்து I'm a thinker. I am not a doer. எனக்கு வந்து உட்கார்ந்துட்டு லேப்டாப்ல வேலை செய்ய எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் கூட பிடிக்காது. So I am not that person. So from that age also, I was always not the person who will sit down and do. One of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs do, they want to do everything.
வணக்கம் மக்களே, இன்னைக்கு இன்ஃபார்மல்ஸ் சக்தியில் நம்ம யார் போட்டிருக்கோன்னா சௌரவ் ஜெயின் போட்டிருக்கோம். அதாவது இதுக்கு முன்னாடி இருக்க பேசின எல்லா பாட்காஸ்ட்லையும் நான் வந்து ரொம்ப ஜாலியாக கேஷில் பேசியிருப்பேன். இப்போ ஒரு லைட்டாக ஒரு பயம் இருக்குது, அது ஏன்னு தெரில. பிகாஸ் இஸ் மச் யங்கர் டு மீ. பட் 2013-14 ஃபஸ்ட்டு நான் மார்க்கெட்டிங்னு ஒன்று கற்றுக்கிட்டது அவர்கிட்ட தான் கற்றுக்கிட்டேன். ஸோ இஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் மை குரு. அண்ட் எல்லா டைமும் நிறையா பேசியிருக்கோம், நிறையா என்னோட சக்ஸஸ் ஸ்டோரி வந்து அவருக்கு காமிச்சிருக்கேன். அவர் மொமெண்ட் எடுத்து அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணியிருக்காரு. ஸோ வெல்கம் சௌரவ், எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
சக்தி, தேங்க்யூ ஃபார் ஹேவிங் மீ. நல்லா இருக்கேன். Thank you for having me in your show. I know it's a Tamil show. நான் try பண்ற தமிழ் பேசுறது. I hope it doesn't become a comedy show for people.
Definitely. So first of all, gratitude to you. ஏன் அப்படின்னா 2014 வந்து I was working with a company. அப்போ அவங்க மூலியமாக நான் ட்ரைனிங் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணேன். 2019 இல்லை 2021 I'm not sure. நானும் என்னோட கலீக் பாலா, நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்க, நாங்கள் 2 பேரும் ட்ரைனிங் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணோம் டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங். அண்ட் தென் ஷரண், என் பையன், அதாவது நீங்கள் சொல்லலாம் அப்பா பையன் எல்லாரும் ட்ரைனிங் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணுற மாதிரின்னு ஒரு கம்பெனினா, ஷரண் டெட் ஆஃப்லைன் செஷன், அந்த 3 months ப்ரோக்ராம் 4 months ப்ரோக்ராம் அதை அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணேன். ஸோ யூ ஆர் இம்பேக்டிங் நாட் ஒன்லி மீ, மை சன் ஆஸ் வெல். ஸோ தேங்க்யூ ஃபார் டூயிங் தட்.
Thank you, not just to me, but also to the company who sent you to me. So yeah, but I think both you and Sharan are the go-getters. Always patrike in a pudu trend, both want to adapt to it. So I'm very proud of your journey, you and your son's journey.
For some reason எனக்கு ஒரு பயமாக இருக்குது, ஏன்னு தெரில. ஐம் ஆல்வேஸ் கான்ஃபிடென்ட், எனக்கு ஏன்னு தெரில. பட் உங்கள்கிட்ட பேசுறதுக்கு வந்து எனக்கு ஒரு மாதிரி படபடப்பாக இருக்குது.
Why?
I don't know why. Maybe respect நினைக்கிறேன்.
I think you just have to be chill. Okay. Yeah, I'm more scared than you because எனக்கு நீங்க வந்து ஸ்டார்டிங்ல தமிழ்ல பேசுங்க சொல்லிட்டீங்க. So எனக்கு வந்து கொஞ்சம் பயமா இருக்கு.
You can talk in English. That's not a problem.
Sure. I'll keep in Tanglish. I'll try my best. Yeah.
ஸோ ஃபஸ்ட்டு கொஸ்டின், நீங்கள் வந்து எல்லாருமே உங்களோட 17 years ஜேர்னிலேருந்து ஆரம்பிப்பாங்க. பட் நான் ஒரு மொமெண்ட்டுக்கு கொண்டு வந்து நிறுத்தினேன். அப்பா செட் நோ டு பிஸ்னஸ், அப்பா செட் நோ டு திஸ் ஒன். அப்பா ஃபஸ்ட் மந்த் ஃபண்டிங் வந்து கொடுத்தாரு, அப்புறம் கேட்டார். தென் யூ செட் நோ. ஆஃப்டர் கேப்சரிங் அ கிளைண்ட் யூ செட் நோ. ஓகே, ஆஃப்டர் ஆல் தீஸ் இயர்ஸ், இப்போ கடைசியாக கல்யாணம் ஃபோட்டோஸ் எல்லாம் நான் பார்த்தேன். இப்போ அப்பா ஹவு ப்ரௌட் இஸ் ஹி?
அப்பா வந்து எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம்லி ப்ரௌட் இப்போ. ஒன் ஆஃப் த ரீசன்ஸ் பிகாஸ் அவங்க என்ன எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணாங்கன்னா தட் மை சன் ஷுட் டூ ரியலி குட் இன் லைஃப். ஸோ அவங்க வந்து அப்போ கிளாரிட்டி இல்லை, அவன் என்ன பண்றா டிஜிட்டல் இவ்வளோ அவங்களுக்கு தெரியாது என்ன டிஜிட்டல்ல. ஸோ அந்த டைம்ல அவங்களுக்கு கிளாரிட்டி இல்லை. பட் ஒன்ஸ் ஐ வாஸ் ஆன் மை ஓன், அவங்ககிட்ட ஏதோ காசு கேட்காம இருந்தேன். சின்ஸ் 2009 or 10 I stopped asking money from him. So அப்போலிருந்து he was not bothered because only if a son is not making money and is dependent on the parents, that's when the parents have the problem. But I never asked money. But he never asked me how much money am I making.
Okay.
So that was a relationship we always had.
Okay.
He always knew ஏதோ பண்றான், நல்லா பண்றான், பட் என்ன பண்றான் தெரியல.
But does he really understand how much impact you have made?
டெஃபினெட்லி. அவங்க வந்து எப்போவுமே எத்தனை பேர் டீம்ல வேலை செய்யறாங்க, எத்தனை ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வராங்க கண்டிப்பாக பார்ப்பாங்க. ஸோ அங்கே ஹி நோஸ் வாட் மை ஜர்னி ஹஸ் பீன். நிறையா நாங்கள் ஏர்போர்ட்ல இருந்தா எங்கே இருந்தாலும் சம் பீப்புள் கம் அண்ட் டாக் டு அஸ். ஸோ ஹி அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்ஸ் த வேல்யூ தேர்.
ஏர்போர்ட் மட்டும் சொல்லலாமா?
யா. ஸோ நான் எங்கே போனாலும் ஏர்போர்ட் ஆர் people always recognize me, they'll come and talk to me. So he knows for many years he's been telling my son has been doing something in computers. That is what he always believed in. So it is only later he realized when he started using Facebook, when he started getting on Instagram, he understood what exactly am I doing with my life.
Okay. நீங்க வந்து சின்னதுல இருந்தே you are an avid learner, you are actually adding so much of value to everyone. அண்ட் புது ட்ரெண்ட்ஸை நீங்கள் அப்போவே பிடிச்சிருக்கீங்க. இப்போ நம்ம ஃபனல்ஸு கேம்பெயின்ஸ்னு இப்போ நான் பண்ணிருக்கிறத யூ ஆர் டூயிங் லைக் 5-6 years பேக். ஆஃப்லைன் செஷனாக நீங்கள் அப்போவே பண்ணிட்டீங்க, பூட் கேம்ப்ஸ்லாம் நீங்கள் அப்போவே பண்ணிட்டீங்க. ஸோ அந்த எப்படி அவ்வளோ சீக்கிரமாக அவங்களால ஒரு விஷயத்தை எடுத்துக்க முடியுது? How do you find the trends?
Yeah. So I have always been first mover. இது ஏதோ புதுசாக இருந்தாலும் நான் வந்து ட்ரை பண்ணிட்டு I'll also tell my team இது நீங்கள் ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. All my clients I'll try to make that happen for them also. So that's the first thing. இப்போ எனக்கு நான் எதுக்கு எஜுகேஷன் ஒரு பூட் கேம்ப் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணேன், அதுக்கு ஒரு ரீசன் இருக்கு. பிகாஸ் நான் டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங் ஏஜென்சி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண போது அது I was 23 years old. யாரும் எனக்கு சீரியஸாக எடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. ஸோ அப்போ டிஜிட்டல் ஆல்சோ நாட் எ பிக் திங். 2010-11 யாரும் வந்து டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங்கு பட்ஜெட்டே வைக்க மாட்டாங்க. ஸோ எனக்கு சீரியஸாக எடுக்கிறதுக்கு நான் வந்து பூட் கேம்ப் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணேன். பிகாஸ் ஐ ஹேட் ஒன் ஸ்கில் டு டீச். ஸோ ஐ தாட் இந்த பூட் கேம்ப் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணால் அட்லீஸ்ட் 2 people வில் கெட் கன்வெர்டட். அந்த பூட் கேம்ப்லேருந்து 2 clients எனக்கு வரும். ஸோ அதுக்கு தட் வாஸ் த ரீசன் வை ஐ ஸ்டார்டட். அப்போ வந்து கோச்சிங் கல்ச்சர் இல்லை. வாட் இஸ் பிகம் நவ் வாஸ் நாட் தென். ஸோ மேபி தட்ஸ் வை இட் வாஸ் ஜஸ்ட் இட் வாஸ் அ கான்ஷியஸ் கால் ஃபார் கெட்டிங் கிளைண்ட்ஸ். ஸோ தட் வாஸ் ஒன். செகண்ட், இப்போ எப்படின்னா I am a student of my subject. Even today I learn. Sometimes my students who are graduated are working with me. They will come and tell me this sir idu pudusa irukku. I have no ego in my learning process. If you are younger than me, it's much better that you are teaching me because you will know the trends much better than me. Okay. So I'm just open for learning. Every person should always feel that they should be open for learning at whatever age it is. And it would be your son sometime who will come and teach you. It would be your student who will come and teach you. And you should not have any ego at that point of time. So you should just be, this is something I didn't know. And you should accept that fact.
Okay. So, நீங்க ஒரு இன்டர்வியூல சொல்லியிருந்தீங்க, I was adding value to the community via free contents and stuffs. Then your wife said, why are you doing this for free? அப்படிங்கும்போது நீங்கள் மானிட்டைசேஷன் யோசிச்சிங்க. அப்படிதான் யூ ஸ்டார்டட் கோச்சிங்கிற மாதிரி நான் ஒரு இடத்துல படித்தேன். அண்ட் என்னோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் காலே வாஸ் வித் ஹர் நம்ம கன்வர்ஷனில். அண்ட் வென்எவர் ஏதோ ஒரு ஈவெண்ட்டில் பில்லை பார்த்தாலும் she is very approachable. Right. And she's with you throughout the journey. So how important is like wife supporting the entire process?
I think you have to give freedom to your wife to support you in the process. She has asked me right questions right time because 2018 அந்த question கேட்டாங்க, இவ்வளோ கான்டென்ட் பண்ணுறீங்க, இவ்வளோ யூடியூப்ல வீடியோ போடுறீங்க, அது வந்து எப்படி நம்மளுக்கு வந்து விவசாயம் கொடுக்கும் போது or how will it give me business? Right question. Because many people think of fame first. அங்க வந்து ஃபேமஸ் ஆகணும், ஃபாலோவர்ஸ் வேணும், லைக்ஸ் வேணும். பட் காசு வேணும்னா அது வந்து ஒரு தாட் ப்ராசஸ் இல்லை. பட் தட் question changed my mind. So I started figuring out all the avenues in the digital space to make money. So that's the first thing. Second, very important to have your wife in the business also. Especially many people will have 2 tracks. Somebody is doing some other job. If there is a scope of both of them working on building something together, it will become much more magical. Because எப்படின்னா அவங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் ஸ்ட்ரென்த்ஸாக இருக்கும், உங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் ஸ்ட்ரென்த்ஸாக இருக்கும். And we all need a trusted business partner.
Okay.
And nobody like your family member to be a trusted business partner.
நீங்கள் ஃபேமிலி மெம்பர்னு சொல்லும்போது ரிஷி. ஸோ ரைட் நவ் நீங்கள் இன்டர்நேஷ்னல் ட்ரிப்ஸ் போய் ஒரு குட்டி கண்டென்ட் எடுத்து அதில் டெக்ஸ்ட் போகிற மாதிரி நவ் ரிஷி இஸ் டூயிங். ஐ மெட் ரிஷி கப்புள் ஆஃப் டைம்ஸ். ஸோ ஹீஸ் ஜஸ்ட் லைக் யூ, லைக் அந்த எனர்ஜி இருக்குது, அந்த இது மாதிரி இருக்குது. ஹீஸ் ஆல்சோ பார்ட் ஆஃப் த ப்ராசஸ். டிஜிட்டல் ஸ்காலர் அவர் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்காரு. ஸோ ஹவ் இஸ் இட் ஒர்க்கிங் வித், ஏன்னா அண்ணன் தம்பிக்குள்ளே எப்போயுமே ஒரு சண்டை இருக்கும், ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கும், ஒரு ஏதோ ஒரு குட்டி கோல்டு வார் இருக்கும். பட் வெட்டிங்ல பார்த்தோம், ரொம்ப அழகா இருந்துச்சு.
தேங்க்யூ. ஸோ எப்படின்னா ரிஷி வந்து ஐ ஹாவ் ஒன் எல்டர் பிரதர். அங்கே வந்து எனக்கு ஒரு 1.5 year கேப். அங்கே வந்து நாங்கள் கொஞ்சம் டாம் அண்ட் ஜெரி ரிலேஷன்ஷிப்பாக இருக்கும். பிகாஸ் அந்த கேப் பீரியட் வந்து ரொம்ப கம்மி. ஸோ வி ஹவ் பார்ன் டுகெதர், வி ஹவ் ஃபாட் டுகெதர், வி ஹவ் லிவ் டுகெதர். அண்ட் தென் ரிஷி கேம் ஆஃப்டர் 8 years. ஸோ அங்கே வந்து எனக்கு மோர் லைக் அ சன் தென் லைக் மை யங்கர் பிரதர். So that's the first thing. Second, எப்படின்னா we understand each other's strengths and weakness. இப்போ one of the goals of any business person is to carve path for your other generations. So இப்போ நான் ஏதோ பில்ட் பண்ணிருக்கேன், அவங்ககிட்ட ஒரு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கொடுத்தேன், உனக்கு like you have a choice, not that it is forced on him. You want to do this or you don't want to do this. He was working in Infosys. Then he came here, he worked in my agency for a year. So he understood, he learned it, and he's a much technologically strong than me. So technically or technologically much stronger than me. Like I'm very creative, he's very technologically and technically strong. So we found this balance really well. So he leaves certain decisions on me, I leave certain decisions on him. We found we've created a documentation or a process where we know what he's supposed to do, what I am supposed to do, and then there is nobody getting into that process. So that's basically one thing. Second, he understands my advice because it comes from years of experience. So he takes them very seriously. And I also take his advice very seriously when it comes to technology or technical stuff. So it is always a balance of learning. Again, I told you, it is the game of ego. So if you don't have any ego in the business, then I think you're just enjoying the business. So even today, I don't, not just him, but I don't treat even any of my team members like a team member. They're part of me like a family.
Okay.
So that's basically how I deal with everybody. And they all consider me as not just their boss, but also a friend to them. So that's basically the crux of your growth. Because today, putting a millennial as an audience, if you're working with them, in the மாதிரி boss identity it will not work. They don't like to work with an identity like that. They like to work with a person who's more approachable, who's listening to them. You need to be a listener to them than just giving them tasks and bombarding them and directing them. That's not what they want. They want to be heard. They want to be listened, and that's what we should give them a space to do their magic.
So அதான் நம்ம இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் பார்க்கும்போது, உங்க இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் பார்க்கும்போது இட்ஸ் ஆல் யங் க்ரௌட், லைக் அண்ட் நிறையா இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் டேஸை வந்து நீங்கள் செலிப்ரேட் பண்ணுறீங்க. அது விமன்ஸ் டேவாக இருக்கலாம், ஆர் த டீம் அவுட்டிங், வாட் எவர் யூ டூ, அதெல்லாம் அழகாக பார்க்க முடியுது. ஐ திங்க் த கிரெடிட் கோஸ் டு யூ அண்ட் த டீம், மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் டீம். யூ ஹவ் ஆல்வேஸ் புட் யுவர் செல்ஃப் அவுட். நீங்கள் 17 yearsல நான் வந்து எஸ்இஓ ஸ்பெஷலிஸ்டாக போகிறதுன்னு சொல்கிறதாகட்டும், காலேஜ் படிக்கும்போது, ஆர் நான் அங்கேருந்து நான் லீட்ஸ் போகிறேன்னு சொல்கிறதாகட்டும், மாஸ்டர்ஸ் போகிறதாகட்டும், இதெல்லாம் எப்படி நீங்கள் அந்த ரிஸ்க் டேக்கிங் கெப்பாசிட்டி, ஏன்னா ஃபேமிலி இருக்குது, நான் விட்டுட்டு போகிறேன்னு சொல்கிறதாகட்டும், ஆர் 17 வயசில் ஒரு பையனுக்கு தேவையான சில விஷயங்கள் இருக்கும். அவர் கேர்ள் ஃப்ரெண்ட் இருக்கணும், வெளில போகணும், மூவி போகணும், பார்ட்டி பண்ணணும், இதெல்லாம் இல்லாமல் இந்த ஸ்டூடியஸாக யோசிக்கிற டிசிஷன்லாம் அதெல்லாம் எப்படி எடுக்க முடியுது?
Good question. First of all, what you want in life is clarity. நிறைய பேர் என்னன்னா, they get carried away with a lot of things. I'm not a person with a lot of friends. I keep my friends group very, very small so that I don't get distracted very easily. Okay. That's the first thing first. Second, from the beginning, I've been very hell-bent on what I want to do with my career. What I want to do with myself.
So when did you decide like என்னோட career இப்படி தான் இருக்கணும்?
At the age of 17 itself. Okay. Now on the first, even before that, when I was to choose my education, college, My dad said, do engineering because your marks in science is less, so I can't send you for MBBS. Though you can today figure out a way to get inside the college, even if your percentages are less. But I was not very clear. I didn't want to do that. So I said, I will not do anything other than biology. So because I love that subject, so I took biotechnology. And I didn't find that very interesting. So second year I found a way to get into something meaningful to do with my life. The credit goes to my dad also. Because எப்படின்னா அவங்க செகண்ட் இயர்ல கிளியரா சொல்லிட்டாங்க, நான் உனக்கு பாக்கெட் மணி கொடுக்க மாட்டேன். ஸோ யூ ஃபிகர் அவுட் யுவர் பாக்கெட் மணி. நான் உனக்கு ஒரு நல்ல காலேஜ்ல அட்மிஷன் வாங்கி கொடுத்துட்டேன், விச் வாஸ் லாயலா காலேஜ். இப்போ அதுக்கு மேல நான் எதுவுமே பண்ண முடியாது. ஸோ நீ என்ன வேணாலும் பண்ணு, பட் பாக்கெட் மணி கிட்ட கேட்டாது. So 4,000 rupees was my salary for writing content, 4 hours a day, Monday to Saturday. For me, 4,000 was a big money.
So you in the year
2006 எனக்கு 2006 I was earning part time job. So I used to work part time and I used to enjoy it, like because I made friends with everybody there, including the managers and the bosses there. So I used to enjoy it a lot. So I used to, for me 4,000 was like liberation in 2006 because you can buy and do things the way you want to do. So that was the reason why I was then once you get the taste of money very early in your life, especially the money that you earn, nobody's questioning you, where are you spending, right? Because your parents are not going to ask you this question. So I realized that this was the best thing. Then going UK.
இந்த இடத்துல ஒரு கொஸ்டின் கேட்குறேன். இப்போ how did you learn how to do content writing? அதை எப்படி கற்றுக்கிட்டீங்க? So because biotech சம்மந்தமே இல்லை, இன்டர்நெட் சம்பந்தமே இல்லை.
இன் இந்தியா அண்டர் கிராஜுவேஷனுக்கு யாருக்கும் சம்பந்தம் கண்டிப்பா இல்லை. ஸோ சாரி யா ஸோ இன் இந்தியா அண்டர் கிராஜுவேஷனுக்கு சம்பந்தம் இல்லை. ஸோ இட் ஹாஸ் காட் நத்திங் டு டூ வித் யோர் அண்டர் கிராஜுவேஷன். It has to do with your passion. So I was always been a writer, wanting to write something. So I got a job in content writing, and also I didn't know what I was doing. I was just 17. In the job, like an opportunity it came, I grabbed the opportunity. This is also for everyone to learn that if there's an opportunity at an early age to earn, don't think a lot, just get into it and don't know where you will discover something so meaningful. So appo kuda na edo serious illa that I want to do digital marketing. Only when I went to Leeds University, although dad was very clear, I told him very clearly I want to do my masters only abroad because enakku cat alla crack பண்ண தெரியல. நான் கொஞ்சம் in education I was little dumb, I would say, like I would not score really well. So dad was okay with that plan. He took some bank loans to send me into Leeds. In Leeds, when my teacher was teaching me digital marketing, I was the one who was asking more questions. I was the one answering more questions. I was the one who was also finding out the mistakes that she was making in what she was teaching. So I found out that this was my kind of a calling because I think I know the subject more than anybody else. Apart from submitting my assignment, I did 2 of my other friends' assignments also. Because I was just loving it. So I realized that of all the things in the world, this is the subject which I'm loving the most. And then I got back to India to just pursue something in digital marketing. So that's how basically what happened in my life.
CMO Access எப்படி place ஆனீங்க?
So I came back to India. அப்போ எனக்கு ஜாப் இல்லை. So my dad was pressuring me like anything. So he put me into textiles business and all of that. அப்போ I was getting suffocated. Typically Marwadi dad. So he thought that when I come back from UK எனக்கு யாரும் ஒரு 20 lakh rupees per annum job கொடுப்பாங்க. He thought he's sending me to some IIM. But UK ஓட education இந்தியால இவ்வளோ வேல்யூ பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. Actually that's the reality. People go to UK and all of this, but அந்த டிகிரிக்கு இது ரெஸ்பெக்ட் இல்லை கண்ட்ரியில். Like unless until you're not graduating from some top college of this country. So I came back to India and my this was a little depressive phase for me because my dad was pressurizing me, saying what is the value of putting so much money in your education. Appo I was applying for a lot of jobs. So CMO Access was one of the jobs which I got. So that's how my journey started in CMO Access. And this was I was 21, 22 appo when I got into CMO Access. அங்கே நான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டே போனாலும் என் பாஸ் ஐ சி தட் யூ நோ அ லாட் ஆஃப் டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங். நாளைக்கு இந்த பெரிய கம்பெனி நம்ம பிச் பண்ண போகிறோம். தட் வாஸ் ரியலி டாப் மோஸ்ட் கம்பெனிஸ் ஆஃப் த கண்ட்ரி. நீ எஸ்யூ ப்ரப்போசல் பிளான் பண்ணிட்டு கொடு. ஸோ எனக்கு இப்போ ப்ரப்போசல் எப்படி பண்ணுறது தெரியல. நான் கான்டென்ட் தான் எழுதியிருக்கேன், எஸ்யூ என்னன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும், பட் ப்ரப்போசல் பண்ணுறது தெரியல. பட் that trust that my boss had was very big. Second, நான் வந்து ஒரு எம்ப்ளாயர் இருந்தால் அவங்ககிட்ட போயிட்டு கேட்டேன், can you please help me with this proposal? So he spoke in gibberish language, which I didn't understand because it's my first day of job. I was sitting 1 hour thinking, should I go back to him or should I not go back to him? So I went back to him, took the courage. I went back to him asking, saying that, can you please tell me how to make that proposal again? So he shouted on top of his voice, saying that, mind your business. Don't you see I'm very busy? You can't ask these stupid questions to me. ஸோ அப்போ நான் வந்து யூடியூப்ல போய் எப்படி எஸ்இஓ ப்ரப்போசல் பண்ணுறது பார்த்தேன். தென் அப்போ வந்து ஸ்லைட் ஷோட வெப்சைட் இருந்தது, இன்னும் இருக்குது அந்த ஸ்லைட் ஷோ ப்ரெசன்டேஷன் சைட்ஸ். ஸோ அங்கேருந்து ஒரு எஸ்இஓ டெம்ப்ளேட் இருந்தது, ப்ரப்போசல் டெம்ப்ளேட். அதை டவுன்லோட் பண்ணிட்டு அதிலே எடிட் பண்ணிட்டு ஐ மேட் ஒன் ப்ரப்போசல், ஐ கேவ் இட். We got the client within 3 days.
Oh, wow.
So that is when my boss told me, appo vandu and business la digital marketing was not even a thing. Anga vandu traditional marketing agency. So my boss said, why don't you start spearheading digital marketing at CMO Access? So that's when I got that confidence in the subject. Then I started to do a lot of experimentation when I was working at CMO Access.
எவ்வளவு நாள் அங்க இருந்தீங்க?
Or 1 year in there before I call it a quit. Because I used to blog. I used to blog a lot. And that used to get me a lot of traffic and a lot of inquiries for my business. So that made me quit that. But before I actually quit that, I was also put into, my dad made me quit that job and put me into his plywood business and stuff, his friend's plywood business. So Appo blogging helped me a lot in finding a right client so that I can quit my dad's business and start my very own agency.
So நீங்க எந்த மொமெண்ட்ல விடலாம்னு தோணுச்சு, விட்டுட்டு நான் என்னோட ஏஜென்சி லைக் standing up for yourself, appa no, I'm going to do this ங்கிற மொமெண்ட் எங்க எந்த இடத்துல வந்து?
So the thing is, when I used to go to this plywood job which was of his friends, he was thinking of a big business plan with him. Ange pona, I was dealing with a lot of politics of people around there. They were all labor class people. And I don't know how to deal with them. I learned that the way to deal with the labor class in India is you have to talk their language, you have to be abusive, at least verbally abusive to get your work done. அந்த மார்க்கெட் அப்படிதான், நீங்க சூளை ஏரியால போனாலும் அங்கே பிளைவுட் மார்க்கெட் அப்படிதான். பட் ஐ வாஸ் நாட் கம்ஃபர்டபிள் டூயிங் சம்திங் லைக் திஸ். ஐ couldn't see myself doing that in 10 years down the line. I can't do all of that. So I kind of was very depressed. So I started throwing tantrums at home at my mom, saying that this is not what I want to do. So she's like, don't tell me all this, tell it to your dad. So she kind of put this to my dad. My dad was not listening. He's like, this guy is not fit for anything. He just wants to waste his time. 20 to 23. Yeah. Typical in Marwari families, by then people will also get married. Right, so he was thinking I was not fit for anything. So that's when I got, this client of mine, which gave me that confidence. He gave me some advance paycheck, which gave me the confidence. And I said, I want to start something of my own. Now you leave this on me. I'll do something and I'll come back to you and I'll not ask money from you. That's something which I told him when I was 22 and a half or something. Okay.
So your first client is a client from abroad,
Spain. My first client is from Spain.
How did you learn?
Because of blog. There were these people who used to read my blog a lot. Appo vandu YouTube evlo famous illa. Blogs was the most famous because YouTube la ivlo content upload panna maatanga because internet easy available irukka maatudhu. So because it was 1.5 GB internet and veetla irukkuradhu and the typical BSNL internet was not working really well. So you can't upload a lot of content, videos and all. So appo vandu people only read whatever will come on top of Google search result. They are the king of the business. Most of my blogs were ranking on top of Google search result globally, not just on google.co.in. It was google.com. Google.co.in all started coming later. Appo vandu google.com was the major thing. So because of that, I used to get a lot of inquiries and visitors. Through that, I got my first client.
So நீங்க அப்போ best agency போட்டாலோ எது போட்டாலோ நீங்க தான் வருவீங்க இல்ல? So how did you do that?
Because I knew how to write content. I learned SEO content writing in my part-time job.
Okay.
So I used to write the content according to SEO standards. So I built a website. My brother gifted me my blog. My elder brother, he said, you go ahead and you start writing here. So it is because of him, I started to write content. Because he saw me that I was getting suffocated with my dad and all the fights that used to happen at home. So he gifted me my blog and I used to write my content there. So every time I used to write content, I always used to think what my audience would search for. Nothing else. I would not write down content that I believe that my audience should read. everything that my audience would search for: digital marketing career in India, digital marketing facts in India, digital marketing stats in India, everything to do with whatever people will search for, and globally what they would search for.
Okay.
So this is the reason, because I understood what people wanted, I wrote about what people wanted, and that's how my blog started to come on top. Even today, I still see a lot of my blogs are ranking on top, and because of which we still get to see traffic coming to my site, basically.
So அப்போ you land up a client, அதுக்கப்புறம் you started to recruit a team இல்லைங்களா? 4 பேரை recruit பண்ணீங்க இல்லையா? The first. So எப்படி at 22, what guts did you have, like saying I'll recruit people, I need more number of people, எப்படி அந்த ரிஸ்க் எடுக்கிறது வந்துச்சு?
So the rule is very simple. நான் வந்து I'm a thinker, I am not a doer. எனக்கு வந்து உட்கார்ந்துட்டு லேப்டாப்ல வேலை செய்யறது எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் கூட பிடிக்காது. So I am not that person. So from that age also, I was always not the person who will sit down and do. One of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs do, they want to do everything. And in my case, I don't want to do everything. I want people to do everything. I am not the person who's supposed to do everything. So I had no other choice. I started figuring out people. And some of these people, I worked as a freelancer when I was working in the company in the past. So I had some contacts like that. They all wanted a full-time job. So it was an opportunity for them. And they came join hands with me. Some of the people who were working part-time with me in my content jobs in the past, they were also willing to relook at their career in the field of digital marketing, because they were all content writers. So that's how the opportunity came for them also. So it was the contacts that I had made in the past that has helped me get my first 4 people. And what I would do was, I was not hiring people who were already experienced, because enkita ivlo salary illa kodukradhukku. So na enna panna, I went on a hunt of looking for interns. Paid internship, free internship illa. Appo andha kalatha yaru paid internship kodukka maatanga. So na vandu paid internship kodukka pora, 6 months internship, 3 months internship. So நிறைய பேர் வந்து
what was the intern, the stipend?
3,000 to 5,000 rupees
you were paying 3,000 5,000 at the time.
At the time. So 3,000 to 5,000 was my stipend money, and there were many people from MOP Vaishnav College, நிறைய பேர் from SRM. They all wanted to get a internship or a part-time job. So all these people who came for internship, they found the comfort of working with me. They found the clients were interesting. And for them also, it's easy to get converted in a job which was paying them 15,000 rupees per month or 20,000 rupees per month appo. So they were happy to take the job up. So on an average, these people who worked with me, they were with me for 2-3 years. That's how average tenure of these people have been. And most of these people have earned their job through internship. So what many people do is they do this mistake of giving job to people just like that. You should never ever do that. There should be a stringent process of hiring, and then they should earn the job. That's when they value their job. Because when they don't earn the job, they don't value the job.
How do you do that?
So I have a very, like, first is interview process is little through certain rounds of people. So just not one person who will interview them and close them. No. So there'll be 1 or 2 people or 3 people who will interview them. So that's the first thing. Second, what I'll do is I will also try to give them a task to evaluate them. There will be a task which will be given by the HR to them, or at that point of time I didn't have HR, so we gave them a task to do. And then what we would do is we will have one more round of interview if we are not very confident about it. And in that also, because today if I see there is AI, so it's easy for us to do something on the back end and prove it's my work. Sometimes I'll do have one-on-one interview with them personally at the 3rd level, and I'll give them some quick task right there to see how they would perform then. And that's when they will earn a job or an internship in the process. So when they get a job like that, they value a job more because they've earned a job through a process. So that's why every company should always have a stringent process of recruiting people. They should just not easily recruit people.
It's not anymore about emotions. It's like the entire...
Yeah. So it's just not about skill set. It's also about the mindset. So when a person's earning a job through a process like that, they always respect the job a lot more because they've earned through a process. So that is what is very important for everybody who's taking entrepreneurship very seriously.
Okay. So இப்போ அந்த மொமெண்ட்லேருந்து அந்த கிளைண்ட் போயிட்டாங்க. You had only one client. போயிட்டாங்க. அப்போது you were asking money with அப்பா. இந்த மாதிரி வேணும்னு கேட்குறீங்க. He said, இன்னைக்கு ஓகே, இந்த மாதம் நான் பே பண்ணிடுறேன், அடுத்த மாதத்துக்கு நீ பே பண்ண முடியுமான்னு சொன்னப்போ you said no, give me some time சொல்லிட்டு you had some savings, அந்த சேவிங்ஸை ஆடில் போட்டிங்க. And you did not in Chennai, you did a session in Mumbai. அது எப்படி நடந்துச்சு?
So Dad was not supporting. So I didn't want to really join his business. I had a choice to join his business. I still remember when the situation had happened, I'd gone to his office and there was this person who was already very unemployed for years. I've seen him being unemployed. And that guy was sitting next to me and giving me an advice saying that what will happen with your life? What will you do now? And I looked at my dad and I said, Dad, how does he know what's happening with my life? Like you went and told him what's happening with my life. And this is just in front of him. I said, please ask him, what is he doing with his life? And that was the moment I walked out of his office because I actually thought, okay, let me give it a try. So that happened because he was not funding. So I had 40,000 rupees saving. I was frustrated, and on the way from Godown Street to Chule is where my house is. I called up my friend and I said, what do I do next? She lives in Mumbai and we studied together in UK. So she said, why don't you do social media marketing bootcamp in Bombay? It's a very hot topic and you know the subject really well because you've been practicing that. So I said, yes, let's do that. So I invested all the money in ads. We did a cold email marketing to a database that I purchased for 3,000 rupees of HNIs in Mumbai. Up on the bulk email easily you can send. Through that, we started getting people buying the tickets for this particular subject.
How much was the cost per
4,000 rupees for a 4-hour session in the morning. And then I had one more session in the evening. So 2 sessions I had. What I really learned here was that Mumbai was open for learning from a young guy. They didn't care about who I was. They cared about what I was teaching. And through that, I got some 30-40 people attending my bootcamp.
40 people. Okay.
Yeah. This is 2011 beginning, Jan or Feb, I remember. And that gave me the confidence that got me some 2 clients, some 2 full-fledged clients and about 1 or 2 consulting clients also. They just wanted me to consult them. I understood that there are people willing to consult and take consultation and willing to pay for consultation. So I've understood that. And then I started doing that pattern of doing boot camps in India. Then I came back to Chennai, and then within 15-20 days, I did a boot camp in Chennai. I didn't get great response in Chennai, but I still saw some potential people walking inside the boot camp. Then I used to do boot camps across the country. Not that I was making massive profits. I would make only 15,000-20,000 rupees profits from each of this boot camp because my travel, my stay, hotel, the food, everything is to be taken care of people who are coming for that particular boot camp. So I was not making huge profits, but what happened was that became the reason for me to get more clients. It gave me confidence. It gave me the connections, the network. And when people saw my ads, they started knowing who I was. Everybody is dependent on organic content. You don't have to be only relying on organic content. If you know to understand, if you know the game of ads and you know how to make the ad reach to the potential audience, even with a smaller budget, you can get the potential client that you want. So many people do this mistake of waiting for that 100K follower, then 1 million follower. You don't have to really be dependent on your followers. You can still make a great ad, one video, make it reach to people, get the business that you want to get out of it. You're a businessman at the end of the day. You're not a creator. So don't confuse your identity. And I was very clear with my identity that I can be a creator, but first I'm an entrepreneur. So I need to first really go ahead and get my clients, get my students, get my business. And then if I really get something out of my creator's journey, I should get that too.
Sure. Mumbai la pannumbodhu enna age irukku ungalku? 20?
23 and a half, 24.
So 23. எனக்கு புரியல ஆக்சுவலாக. ஸோ ஐ வாண்ட் டு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் 23, 24ல எப்படி உங்களுக்கு அந்த கட்ஸ் இருந்துச்சு டு டூ அ செஷன் இன் மும்பை, டு டூ த செஷன் இன் பெங்களூர், வேறு ஊரில். இப்போ எனக்கு இப்போவும் ஆஃப்லைனில் ஒன்று பண்ணணும்னா நான் யோசிக்கிறேன், இது பண்ணலாமா வேணாமான்னு யோசிக்கிறேன். எப்படி அந்த கட்ஸ் இருந்துச்சு?
So I told you I was dumb at academics, but I didn't tell you my strengths were debates, my strengths were oratoricals, my strengths were talking on the stage. I was always a stage person. My entire school knew me because I was always the stage person. I would be there giving speeches, winning inter-school competitions. So one of the most important skills that I learned very early in my career or in my childhood, I would say was communication skills. And then when I went to UK, there was a team presentations. There were about 15 teams participating. and the team which won the presentation was my team.
Okay.
And I was the major factor in making that entire thing done. So that gave me even more confidence of what I was and who I was in my life. So this is the faith in you. It is always about that. It's not the age. It's about the faith in you. There's so many young guys today at the age of 17, 18 making a lot of money. It's just because they believe in themselves. So I always believed in my vision. I believed in myself, and I never feared failure. You know, many people fear failure. I never feared failure because I knew that if not anything, I'll learn. And I knew my numbers very well. I knew that, okay, if not, I will not go under losses. I will maybe I'll go little loss or I'll make less money. But it's about the satisfaction that you get from the money. For first 5 years of my career, when I was running my agency, I used to only take back home 10,000 rupees per month. That was the only money that I was taking home. And I was happy. So that is the whole definition of building a business. As long as you're able to hold in the business, stay in the business, and you're able to keep yourself towards making this business grow, then eventually the business will grow because you're not expecting a lot from the business. People fail because they're expecting a lot from the business in the first year and they don't get the numbers right. So at the age of 23, 24, I was clear about the numbers that I want to earn.
Clarity.
I was thinking if my travel is taken care of, if I'm able to chill with my friends for 2 days and I'm having some money back home, that was the only thing that I was looking at because nobody's questioning back home to me, what is the money that you're earning? Because that's something I made it very clear with my dad that don't ask me this question, how much money I'm making. So that is, so there was nobody asking this question. Sometimes my grandparents would ask me this question, how much money are you making? So I would tell them I've never answered this question to my dad. So obviously I'm not going to answer this question to you too. So I never answered this question to anybody for a very long time, how much money I'm making. Yeah.
So actually நிறைய guts இருந்திருக்கு, நிறைய risk taking இருந்திருக்கு, and as you said, there is no fear of failure. So do you think you are optimistic right from childhood? Like முன்னாடி இருந்தே நீங்க அப்படிதான் இருந்திருக்கீங்களா?
Yeah,
இந்த mindset change எப்போ?
So I've always been very optimistic. I always say that I never wanted to play small. I always wanted to play big in my life. Like when I was telling my child just yesterday, when I was a school kid, with just people living in our colony, I organized a fun and fair when I was in 9th standard. And we sold tickets for the fun and fair. And with all the things that we had at home, we planned games. We made a 350 rupees profit in that fun and fair. So my son was like, what did you do with that 350? He was very curious to know about it. And we split that as business partners then. So I realized that I had the risk-taking ability, a calculative risk-taking ability. Because I'll tell you one simple thing when I did that fun and fair. People should buy the tokens, but they can't get the money back of the token. So if you play a game, you win a token back from them. Like you give me a token, you win the game, you get 2 tokens. You can apply that in other games and you can win more. So you can keep playing games, but you don't get the money back.
Okay.
So this is basically what I did then. So I'm just saying that it is just...
You had an automation process.
Yeah, I had an automation process set. So you make your tickets. Some people just lose tickets and come back to take more tickets. So that's when we started to make money in the process. So I'm just saying that I'm giving you very old school, very, very, very like 9th standard example here. But all I'm trying to tell you here is that a business owner, there are 2 kind of business owners, right? One who are in the game of valuation. They're wanting to build a brand. They want to increase the valuation of the company, but they're actually not making profits. I am not in that game. I'm in the game of making profits every month. If I don't see profits on my paper in that month, I'm asking myself, what the hell am I doing with my business? So for me, business is about making profits every month. And if I'm making even less profit, I know I'll make bigger profits later. But I should not go under losses. Yes, some business dynamics are different. They know their numbers will come after 5 years or 10 years. I am not in that game of 5 years or 10 years. I'm in the game of, I should make money now. My team should make money now. I should be able to give money to my family now. I should be able to take them on a holiday now. I should be able to enjoy with that money now. This is what the game I am into right now.
உங்களோட இப்போ ரீசெண்ட் ஒரு ஃபோட்டோ பார்த்தேன். அதில் வந்து நரு அவர் கூட நீங்கள் ஒரு ஃபோட்டோ போட்டிருந்தீங்க. ஸோ நான் டையில் போகிறத எனக்கு அவருக்கு ஒரு நல்ல கான்வர்சேஷன் நடந்திருக்கு. So can you brief அங்கே என்ன நடந்துச்சுன்னு?
So Naru sir, basically, he attended one of my boot camps in Chennai. He attended one of my boot camps. And 2 days boot camp. Like how you attended 2 days boot camp. You know me through that 2 days boot camp. Naru sir attended my 2 days boot camp. Long time back.
Okay.
So on the boot camp, No, let me rethink. Yeah. So while I was doing boot camps, one of the members from his team, he used to run this business called Xcode Life Sciences.
Xcode.
So they hired me for a corporate training there. So Angida Nadu sir was there. Nadu sir saw my corporate training skills. He said, you should now train my entire MSL team. He was the founder member of MSL, I guess, or one of the directors of MSL. He said, you should train all my employees at MSL. So he called up the MSL office and he said, you should hire Sorav. So MSL Chennai, MSL Mumbai, MSL Delhi. I should travel across and I started doing my corporate training. So it was because of him, I started doing my corporate training. And for 2 days, these guys used to pay me 75,000 rupees. For me, a guy who was just taking 10,000 rupees home for working the entire month, 2 days, 75,000 rupees was the bigger win, I would say.
In the year is it?
This is 2013-14.
Okay.
From there, one employee quit and joined Times of India. So he said, why don't you train the entire Times of India team? So the HR from there quit and joined Times of India. So I used to train Times of India. So 2013, 2014, 2015, they used to keep hiring me on a repeat mode because they would have employees, so many thousands of employees. And every time for 2 days, I would earn 70,000 rupees plus my travel and stay were taken care of. So I realized this is, and from there, I used to get a lot of corporate training opportunity. And I continued doing that. Even today, I do corporate trainings. There is no way that I'd stop that because...
You're still doing corporate training?
I still do corporate training.
Seriously?
Yeah, because I enjoy training corporates. And it's the best way for you to build your contacts at a very top level because you don't know, like once I was training somebody at MSL India and later that person went and joined Instagram. He's working with Instagram. So now I'm still in touch with that particular person. So I'm just saying that in corporate training, you get to have contacts at a top level. So at the age of 26, 27, Genpact had hired me to train their VPs for their personal branding. So when I went into the room, there were 45-year-old, 50-year-old people who were there wanting to get trained. But they were not taking me very seriously because I was very young. But later, it was a part of a system. They had to get trained because they were going to a leadership graduation. And there was a 40% weightage to social media. So they had to practice what I was trying to teach them. And later they were very grateful because it helped them position themselves or their personal brand on social media. Because Genpact wanted their vice presidents to be social media savvy. So corporate training has always been part of my life. I either do corporate training or I do keynote speeches at event. These are two revenue making opportunities. So a lot of people just focus on one revenue making as an entrepreneur, which is their business. But if you build your personal brand, you have multiple revenue making opportunities.
How much were you making for keynote speaking?
Today I make almost 3 lakhs to 5 lakh rupees for a keynote speech. But at that point of time, I was charging about 40,000 or 30,000 because I realized when I used to do keynote speeches, it'd be very specific. Like, for example, I was once hired by a medical body and I was doing a keynote speech there. Now, there were some of the topmost doctors of the country sitting there. And through that, I got some 2 potential hospital clients for myself. So I used to pick up speaking opportunities, or I would say no to certain places, but I would always say yes to those places where the industry is very big and the revenue that they would make is very big. For example, real estate, I would take keynote speeches there at a little cheaper price also, I'm fine. Or hospitals for that matter, or cosmetologists for that matter. So I do keynote speeches because I know that it just helps me get the right kind of potential clients for myself.
When did you know that you have arrived? Like in the moment, okay, now I'm making enough revenue. I think from here it's scale. Like on the moment, epo you arrive?
I think post-COVID.
Post-COVID?
Yeah.
Seriously?
2019 is when Digital Scholar happened. My institute started. Up till COVID, the digital was not boomed in India. Digital boom happened in India from 2019 onwards because of COVID. All thanks to COVID today that so many things happen in the digital world, right? The whole dimension changed. Not that I was not making enough profits or not that I was not very happy. I was doing good, decent stuff. But after COVID, everybody wanted digital. Like it became like there was a huge hunger for digital marketing. Like they wanted digital marketing badly and badly. The budgets, which was 5 lakhs, became 50 lakhs. So everything changed. The whole dynamics of digital marketing changed. So the whole dimension in the last 4-5 years have been massively different after COVID. So I'm grateful to COVID for this. But I'm also, this is when I felt that I've arrived and I know where I'm heading in my life.
But 18-19, you are the king of real estate marketing. As an agency, you are doing good. But 2020, it took...
No, I was doing good then.
Yeah, there also.
Yeah, and then also, I was very happy then. But I'm saying if I'm talking about scaling up, that happened after COVID. My business, I was very good at certain industries. I would say a lot of medical industry, education, real estate. These were some of the industries that I was really, really good at. And then other industries started to happen, which is e-commerce. All of this, we started picking up after COVID. Because everybody wanted to change their traditional business into an e-commerce business. So all this happened after COVID. And I was not an e-commerce specialist back then. But now we have a huge team of performance marketers only doing e-commerce marketing for multiple clients out there.
Okay. When did you land the first big client? Like, recurring revenue பெருசா வர மாதிரியான ஒரு client எப்ப நீங்க நம்ம உள்ள land?
I'll not name the clients, but I'll tell you 2016 or 17 is when I land my first big client. Okay. Digital marketing is all about getting the right client on board. Many people do digital marketing with 200 clients, but they would make lesser money than average salary of a digital marketer in a big company. Okay. You need to choose your client right. That's the most important thing. You can get client everywhere. Even the kirana shop next to you or particular is what you would say would need digital marketing today. So it's up to you. You want to take them or you don't want to take them. So it's about who you choose to work with. So I always chose to work with clients who have got money, the industries who have got money, the one who wants to spend a lot on ads. So that's basically, that was a very serious call from the beginning of it. Like 2010 is when I started my agency. My first big client was Amrutan Janappo, which was a very big industry, and they were paying me 30,000-40,000 rupees per month. But 2010, somebody paying 30,000-40,000 rupees per month as a corporate money giving in check is like a big thing for me. And they were working with me, and that was my first potential big client then. So I'm saying that I've always looked forward to work with bigger companies. I didn't want to entertain smaller companies because it's like this. I have 6 people in the room. Whether they work for a small business or they work for the big business, the effort of these 6 people are same.
Okay, super.
So I rather want to put these 6 people's effort in handling 3 big clients than handling 30 small clients. Because for 30 small clients, I need to have 25-30 people's team to handle these 30 clients. I'd rather have 25 people's team, but handle 10 big clients, which will give me the revenue that I want to really make.
How did you position your brand? Like, normally, நான் உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்றதுக்கே யோசிப்பேன். Agency கேட்கலாமா? How did you position yourself?
Like, I didn't get your question.
Like, say, bigger brands will approach you, but smaller brands will hesitate to approach you. அது எப்படி அந்த brand positioning நீங்க எப்படி கொண்டு வந்தீங்க? echoVME.
So the thing is, first of all, you need to learn to say no in your business. Many people in India don't learn how to say no to somebody. Sometimes you'll very clearly say, sorry, this is not the budget that we work with. That has got us some negative reviews also on Google saying that these guys think too much about themselves, that they are saying no to this business because they think that this is not the right budget. One day we will also grow. They should support startup. These are the kind of choice of words some people have made on our Google reviews. But why don't they understand that we don't have a model of serving them right now because I don't have a team to serve them right now. So there's a clarity that we have there. It may, so what we have for them is we then say we have consulting for you. We have coaching programs for you. Or if you want us to recommend to some of a student who is doing freelancing or running a small agency, we can do that also for you. But right now we can't serve them. So we realize that when I make a statement like that, they get offended. And I realize that maybe they may get offended because it's not okay for somebody to say no to business. Then we found out other ways to say no, which is saying that our hands are full, our bandwidth. I know many people are watching this, maybe now thinking that, this guy told us no then by telling this. But that's the polite way of telling that, sorry, this is not the business that we would like to work with. So that is a conscious call that I took. And my team also understands this, that why am I saying no to these businesses? It's not a greedy call. It's a very business call that I want to do. See, it's like this. Digital marketing is today a game of budgets. You have money, I can get you results. You don't have money, you will also struggle, I'll also struggle. Then one day you'll say, I don't want to work with you, you not got me results. I cannot get you results if you don't have money. So if you have money, I can play with money, get you ads reach to right people, do the right performance marketing. And that's how the business actually grows. So it's actually a game of money at the end of the day.
So though you have served across all the industries, but real estate is your forte. Like irukka ella periya brands wanted to work with you. And the niche eppadi neenga attract pannீங்க?
I think it's about the years of experience spends. That's how my niche became stronger. So I got one or two potential real estate clients, like Urban Tree was my early clients. Formula was my very early client. Some of these very early clients that had come because of the visibility that we had on Google search. We had a space for real estate digital marketing. I used to do a lot of research on real estate digital marketing. Like I used to publish these reports, 2016, digital marketing in Tamil Nadu. Real estate in Tamil Nadu, what all they are doing. So I will take all the top clients and I'll write about it. And then I will ensure that this links goes to all the people. I'll also tell you what I did once to get the really, really big clients. So once we went to Credit Fabro, there were about 60 stalls there. And at that point of time, I went ahead and I took all of their cards. I found out who their key guys are. I used to spend some 5-10 minutes at each stall, got their address also. Then I came back and we made a small book on real estate digital marketing. And I sent this small real estate digital marketing book to all these 60-70 people, couriered them. And I also wrote a book called Sold Out, which is a book on real estate. It's available on Amazon also. And I sent that book also to these people. Now that is where they started reading. And when they wanted this service, they thought of me because they saw that book was lying on the table, or that small booklet was lying on the table. So that was the way I started dominating in real estate. Then I started giving talks in real estate. So that's basically second thing which happened. So that's basically how I started dominating in this industry. And then maybe in this last so many years, I've spent more than 200 crores only in real estate digital marketing.
200 crores.
200 to 300 crores.
On ad budget.
On ad budgets. Only in real estate digital marketing. So I know what's going to work, what's not going to work. Even while I'm sleeping, I can understand what may have gone wrong by my team member. If there's something not working, I have the confidence of telling my clients, saying that your product is really bad. I can't really do anything about it. Or where are you going wrong? What is the problem with this particular property? So those are things that I understand now because I have played with so many people now. So for us, it's like, it's like how if you put Sachin Tendulkar to bat, even if you blindfold that person, he will still bat because he knows what's happening. Like at least in his conscious, he can, at least out of muscle memory, at least out of 6 balls, 3 balls he'll play. So like that in digital marketing, I know that in real estate, I know that I know what I'm doing and how I'm doing. So I sometimes even fight with my client and tell them, hey, this is something totally wrong. Because I almost become their business partner when I'm working with them. I'm not their business partner, but I'm eventually driving sales for them. So I'm almost like their business partner. So I sometimes tell them where are they going wrong, what is going wrong with them. So those are things that they also take it very seriously. It's also about how you convey to them and how you become part of their family by contributing.
So, sometimes in the real estate big place, they'll bully you saying that run ads for us. If we get leads, if the lead converts, we'll pay. At
least in my, I don't know how many years of my career of digital marketing, at least some 500 clients would have come to me only asking for, can we do something in barter? Can we do, I will pay you when I will get a sale. I will clearly tell them no, I am not interested in a business model like this. I am not the person who will work like this. It's very simple. I have 4 people. I have to pay the salaries. And I need money. That's the game. So I'm not waiting for your product to sell. Then you will give me some percentage out of it. And how do I trust someone in this process? So I can't trust somebody giving me these saying that when the sale happen, I will give you money. What if the sale has happened and I don't know if it has happened because of me? So there's no clarity of structure there. So I didn't agree. There's big money there. Of course, you can play like a channel partner with them, and you can say per sale you can give me 5 lakh per home sale or 3 lakh per home sale. You can derive at those numbers. But I really didn't want to take those risks. As we're talking about calculative risk here, those are bigger risks I didn't want to take. So I can't be dependent on that money. Of course, if it cracks, then I make bigger money because it's about 100 homes getting sold. Then you make a bigger check out there. You can take such risk, but I didn't want to take those risks.
So actually, you just explained how an ebook funnel works, but you have done offline.
True.
So yeah,
ebook, the lead magnet was my funnel in the offline world. Offline is the only way that worked in the real estate. Even today, that's one of the ways for you to build relationship with them, because the word of mouth spreads really fast, because the community of real estate players are very small here. So once you work with 10 of them, the rest 70 knows that you work with these 10 of them. Not just in Chennai, you'll also get the Tamil Nadu, all the real estate guys get to know that these guys are ones who are working with the top ones in the Chennai. So they will call you from some part of Madurai or Coimbatore also, wanting to work with you if they have budgets in hand.
Okay. Chief, trends மாறிட்டே இருக்கு. And you have to like Facebook இருந்து எல்லாமே மாறிட்டே இருக்கு. How did you learn, like எப்படி நீங்க உங்களை அப்டேட் பண்ணிட்டே இருப்பீங்க?
So I'll keep learning. I'll surrender myself to mentors and I'll learn from them. I'll watch a lot of YouTube videos which is latest in this industry. Also learn from that. Third, practice. Practice makes a man who he is, and digital marketing is a game of practice.
So you still run ads? You run ads?
Yeah, I do.
Still now?
Yeah. At least once in a month, I'll run some campaign on my own.
Seriously?
Yeah. So that I understand what is working, what's the dynamics. And I'll sit with a student of mine from the institute who's working in my company now, maybe working with me for 2-3 years, and I'll ask him what's the new thing in the dashboard. So I'll run one campaign just to get the hang of what is working, what's not working. If not, I'll observe somebody doing it. So if I'm watching a YouTube video of the entire process, I see that the process has been done. So that's basically what I do. And then one thing that we keep doing, both Rishi and I, is we keep buying courses of people across the world who are really good at what in this industry. And then we'll keep watching their videos to just upgrade our skills out there. That's the thing that we do. So everybody has to be student in this industry. There's no other way that you will learn. Yeah.
So you have put yourself like நிறைய trainings நீங்க போறது பார்த்திருக்கேன். அது இந்தியா லெவல்ல இருக்கட்டும், across the world இருக்கட்டும். Can you name some of the trainings that you have attended?
So I've attended Train the Trainer by Blair Singer, which is about how do you...
Last year நீங்க attend பண்ணதா?
இல்ல, I've attended long time back, 2017 I guess.
Last year in the 2 years எங்க ஒரு பெரிய இது ஒன்று attend பண்ணீங்க? UK வா இல்ல எங்கயோ ஒன்று attend பண்ணீங்க?
I've attended Tony Robbins event in UK. Yeah. So Tony Robbins Unleashed the Power Within. I've attended Train the Trainer by Blair Singer. Making the Stage by Blair Singer I've attended. These are 3 which is running on top of my mind right now. All of these are Success Gyan's programs. Besides this, I have been part of multiple other program of Rajiv Talreja, where his PACE program, which I really loved the way Rajiv teaches there. Like for me, he's like an inspiration when he's on the stage, he's roaring there, and that's like a madness to see. So I enjoy watching him. So that I've attended. I've attended a lot of these. I don't even remember the number of trainings that I go through because I keep watching. So earlier I used to go physically to attend. Until I don't want to really experience that aura, I now sit down on my laptop and I really just go ahead and have at least some 100 courses purchased with us. We just sit down, open one, just keep watching it. And that's basically how many courses that we may be looking at right now, basically. I'm saying that there is always something or the other we are watching.
Is it a habit, like every day you will learn, or the habit எப்படி கொண்டு வந்திருக்கீங்க?
Not every day. See, the thing is, if you're in the game of business and you're practicing digital marketing, there is no way that you will not learn something new that day. There will always be something that you will discover.
You have to learn.
Yeah, you learned, this ad worked the best, or what was about this ad that worked the best. So that is something that you will know. You will figure out some 10 new ads to observe to see what is working for them that you will be putting into your ad. So you're at least learning in that process. So you will get a new client on board. So you will sit down. Like, for example, I'm consulting a client tomorrow, one of the famous doctors up there. So I'm sitting down and doing the research on all the things that the doctor has done and then all the thing other doctors are doing so that I can make recommendations to this doctor tomorrow. So if you're in the game of the business of practice, then you're learning constantly. So there's not a dedicated hour for learning or dedicated time for learning. It is the process of it. The industry that you are in, it is the process of it. Even today, I may have 100 plus clients, but there's not even one client that goes out of my sight. I will still sit down and strategize. I will figure out my way to contribute, what I can contribute, what magic can I bring to that business, what should I say for this particular client. I may not be the front end, the client may not be even seeing me, but on the back end, I know what's happening for that particular client. So I will
you still work with all the clients, like you're popping a back end lab.
Back end lab. Okay. I will not look at the dashboard, but I will still have the conversation with people. I will still give my strategic input to them. I will still them try this tool, try this method, try this influencer, get this particular strategy going, see this particular video. So all of these small things, I'll keep doing in my business so that I'm always in the trend and updated with the industry.
So, இங்க இதை சொல்லும்போது நான் இப்போ பேசிட்டு இருக்கும்போது you said Rajitel Raja or the best of the people. So I have seen you across all other coaches or platform. So how do you network? Like you are friendly with everyone. எல்லாரோட செஞ்சில் நீங்க இருந்திருக்கீங்க. அந்த நெட்வொர்க்கிங் எப்படி பில்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்க? அது ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஷிப்பா நெட்வொர்க்கா how did that happen?
Of course it's a friendship in a way. So it is just about it's also about who you are, right? So when you are somebody in your life and you're going to any other coach's event and being there, they also respect that this person is already somebody and still here to learn. So there is always that visibility that they have for you or the respect that they have for you because they have seen your work. So that's, sometimes you have to always understand that if you have a stronger personal brand, you don't have to really go introduce yourself. They will come to you and they'll have a conversation with you. And even if you introduce yourself, they know you because you've built your personal brand so strong. So it doesn't really take a lot of effort to network. At least in the industry fraternity, it doesn't take a lot of effort to network. You can just go say hi, hello, and have a conversation with them. So that's why I always say it's very important to build your own personal brand.
Chief, உங்களோட ஒரு ஃபேவரட் fanboy moment எதா இருக்கா? When you are with the family, நீங்க எங்கேயோ போயிட்டு இருக்கும்போது யாரோ ஒருத்தங்க வந்து பேசினது ஒரு மாதிரி உங்களையே ஒரு மாதிரி ஷை பண்ண வச்சிருக்கல, வெக்கப்பட வச்சிருக்கல?
There has been embarrassing moments like that, and there was quite a few moments like that in my life. One was I was extremely depressed one day and I was totally lethargic, wearing the worst attires, completely messy. So I said my wife,
Ninga completely messy.
I'm not that person generally. So I said my wife, let's go out. I don't feel like eating dinner at home. We'll go out. So she said, yeah, let's. So there was a new restaurant nearby our house. We went there. And there was this one table where I was sitting. We were sitting across each other. And there was just very less distance between table. And there was somebody else sitting there and diagonally opposite to me. And I was ranting to my wife about what I was going through. And this person, after 5 minutes of hearing us, this person gets up and is like, sir, I'm a big fan and I would love to have a conversation with you. And at that moment, I'm looking at my wife like, not here. I mean, this is not what I want at this point of time. But then that happened. My problem was not that she wanted to have a conversation. My problem was she heard my conversation. So she knows what I was going through at that point of time. So that was one of the moments that had happened. One of the moments was when I was in Tony Robbins' event, and there was a fan of mine from Delhi. She saw my post on Instagram, and she came also to that event. She paid for that event just because she knew that I am going for that particular event, to catch hold of me and have a conversation with me there. So that happened. So those are some moments when I don't believe that this is actually happening to me. That's so because I'm not that person. I'm like this guy who is extremely homely, at peace in my own world kind of a person. So suddenly when this happens to me, I don't know how to handle a situation like that. So that's just happened with a lot of people who are ardently following the value that I add into their lives, basically. So that's basically, so my audience is always 30 plus. It's not Gen Z. It's always millennials and above. Like you are one of my audience, Sakthi. So I know that
I'm 20 by heart.
I know you're 18. So I'm just saying it's always been 30 plus. So that has happened. Like I have seen that a lot of people have come to us paying gratitude, saying that I've attended this boot camp of yours. That's how much money I made after that.
No, the question is only for coaching. I'm talking about coaching. But our boot camp, our session, and if you can share one particular story, like now they have grown like this. Story.
Very simple. Just yesterday, we did a convocation at Digital Scholar. And there was a student of mine who was a real estate, he was IT professional. He quit and joined his dad's business, which is into real estate, because he learned that there's a huge scope in real estate. But he didn't know how to market the product. So he came in, he learned the art. Within 4 months, he was able to sell 2 homes with 1.75 crores revenue for his company. So he was standing there in the convocation giving us that particular gratitude, saying that I made 1.75 crores in just 4 months duration. So that's one of the examples that I have seen. I was doing a boot camp in Chennai. I was once traveling for a fitness boot camp in a place in Madhya Pradesh. It is a small 2-tier town. And there I happened to meet 3 digital marketers who were running agency. And then I saw their billing, because my fitness trainer said, this is my agency who's managing me. And he introduced me to them because they were my fans. So I got introduced to them. Then I saw their billing. And since I was spending my time in a fitness bootcamp, I didn't have much time. So I said, your next pitch, I will come with you guys. It was a pitch to cosmetology. And I saw that they were quoting that client some 15,000 rupees. I said, just change it to 1,50,000. It's like, what are you saying? I said, just change it to 1,50,000. He said, but sir, nobody pays 1,50,000. I said, you change it to 1,50,000. We'll see there. We go there and we close the client for 1,00,000 rupee. That was, I taught them how to change, what they need to do, how should they be pitching the client. So they come in the boot camp, and then at the end of the boot camp, they take mic and they say that just one visit and one meeting, and now we're about 60 people in the agency. 60 people. There was just 8 people then. 60 people, and that's the kind of revenue that they make. It's just because of the presence that of learning how to bill the right way to clients, because most people don't know how to bill the right way. They underestimate themselves. So that's basically is some of the case studies. There's a lot of case studies. A student who was a mother of mother of 2 children. She was a school admin. She was making 15,000 rupees. She joined our program, and she joined Cognizant as a SEO person, and her starting package was 16 lakhs per annum. So imagine a woman working all her life as a school admin, earning 15 to 20,000 rupees a month. And then she joins a 4 months program, and then she lands up in Cognizant. Her life's completely changed. So that's basically, I've learned that a skill set like digital marketing can change lives of people if they really learn it right. Most people don't take it seriously. They want to still do their traditional MBA. They still want to do those traditional masters. I say you may just do your undergraduation, or you may not even want to do that. You may just want to do a 4 months or a 5 months digital marketing course. It can just help you, your business, or someone else's business. That's how much important the skill set is right now.
நம்ம ரீல்ஸ் மாஸ்டரில் இருந்து அதிலிருந்து நடந்த ஒரு டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன் சொல்ல முடியுமா?
Reels Mastery, there is Instagram Mastery course basically. So in Instagram Mastery course, there are quite a few students, like Image Coach Shivani is one. She saw my ad on Facebook. She never knew what her Instagram was. So what Instagram was, she had no clue. She saw my ad on Facebook. She came into my bootcamp online. I started this during COVID period. And today she is about 1.1 million follower on Instagram. So she learned the art of what to make, how to make. And I always teach people on simple ways to make reels and how to make this well in advance, so that you are not stuck in the process of creation. And she exactly ardently followed those methods and still follows the similar methodologies. And she's able to scale up the business right there. There is also Dr. Ramya Krishnan. She's a gynecologist. She just took my Reels Mastery course, which is no more there, which was just 699 rupees. She came into that course. She's Kabilan Verimuthu's wife. And she came into the course. She purchased that course. She ardently followed that course. She implemented that course. She almost got 200k followers within a span of 3 to 4 months of duration. So there's a lot of such cases that has happened because of that 699 course, which is discontinued now because I was not able to upgrade as per the latest standards of Instagram. So that's why I introduce a longer program, which is the Instagram Mastery course, where I can work with them little closely by creating a 1 month program, 4 weekends program, so that I can do little live sessions with them than just pre-recorded.
இதில் பிஸ்னஸில் ஏஜென்சியாக நீங்கள் இம்பேக்ட் பண்ண ஏதோ ஒரு ஸ்டோரி சொல்ல முடியுமா? ஒரு சின்ன பிளேயர் இப்போ ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணாங்க, அங்கே அவங்களோட லைஃப் எப்படி மாறுச்சுன்னு சொல்ல முடியுமா?
So there was this, I gave you an example of agency business already. Are you talking about, no, agency examples you're saying, smaller businesses up there, which has become bigger business now?
So where you have run campaigns for them and they have grown.
Okay. I'm just figuring out who should I quote because I have not worked in small businesses as such. I've always worked with bigger businesses. So I'm figuring out who should I quote.
Or பயங்கரமான ரிசல்ட் வந்த ஒரு client.
So there's this brand, Wookie, which is a disinfectant brand. They had come to us and the starting budget was about 50,000 rupees per month in the advertisements. Later, we scaled it up massively. The revenues right now is at least to digital is about 40-50 lakhs a month right now. This is a complete digital strategy. Now is when they've started to invest in big boss sponsorship or traditional advertisements after some 2-3 years of digital marketing. But their larger gameplay was purely digital marketing. This brand was first even hesitant to invest in video marketing because it is a cost to them. So what we did was we just shot, because we believed in the brand so much, that we shot a video using our phone itself. And that video got them the sale that they wanted or that they didn't expect. And that made them also trust this process of investing in influencers, investing in video marketing. So they started playing big after they started seeing the results of how digital really changed the business for them. So this is one of the examples out there. I work with a jewelry brand. I would not like to name them, but we have seen on an average the footfalls have increased from 15-20 to almost 80 to 100 per day. Not just here, but globally, wherever they are situated or wherever they do their events or expos, we're able to get at least 100-200 people at each of their events up there.
How do you measure offline events? Like walk-ins, how do you measure? Like
there's no other way that they're marketing. So there's only way that they're marketing is digital. So we know, because we don't just do impressions, right? We're doing lead generation. Then we are doing WhatsApp marketing, that we know that these are the number of people that we have marketed. So we are focusing on, 10,000 people we should get a database of. And when you keep talking to these 10,000 people, at least 1,000 would attend the event. I'm just giving you a figure out there. So at least 500 will attend that particular event. And there's no other way that the marketing was done for this. So we know that these are the metrics to look at. In real estate, we have seen that there have been days where we have worked with builders. Within 3 days of the launch, the property is gone all sold out through the leads that's been generated. Situations like this have also happened with the famous builders out there because they are so famous that their both traditional and digital work really magical for them. And there are businesses that are that took a year to sell the property out, but it's just a year. Sometimes it takes 3 years or 4 years for them, but because of the magic of digital, because that's where they were majorly investing, we saw within a year the sale got to happen. On an average, we see 3 ROAS for the brands to 5 ROAS for the brands, which can go up to. There are businesses that we have worked where it has gone up to 30 ROAS.
30?
Yeah. Seriously, yeah. But the product pricing was like that and the need of the product was like that. It was a septic tank cleaner product. We thought, who is going to buy this? But then we realized that there are so many people out there who want to clean their septic tanks. They don't know how to clean it. So they found this magical product which promised them a little longer duration of cleanliness or the sanity of it which is needed. And they were able to buy that product. So product was a little expensive. The cost of conversions were much, much cheaper because we were able to get the right video, reach out to those people. So I have many such case studies, right from e-commerce, in that we work with toys brand with 10 ROAS. We work with a sari brand with 7 to 8 ROAS. So it's different for different industries. Depends upon how massy the product is and how much the need for the product is and how less the competition for the products are. That's also one of the things that I've seen in the market.
How do you stay grounded? Like, don't you get overwhelmed with all the good stories, the impacts that you do? Don't you get emotional when people share on stage?
Yes, I get emotional, but that doesn't really get into my head. I always I always start my day saying 4 things. I always say I apologize, I'm sorry, thank you, I love you. That's to the Almighty. So I start always and I end my day like that. Yeah,
it's a gratitude, like
always. So always stay in gratitude. And as long as you're able to connect with God, going to temple or going to any bhakti event, you should be there because it just helps you stay there. So I just pay my tribute to whatever I am to is because of the Almighty and the superpowers. That's basically what it is. So I don't get overwhelmed. I neither take the success to my head. And sometimes, as I told you, sometimes when people come to me and say, I'm your fan and this is what has happened, I just don't know how to digest that because it's very unusual for me because I'm just working and I'm just doing my job. And if that is creating magic, then it's just I'm just the instrument. It's just the God which is playing through me. That's basically all.
So when someone says that will not go to your head,
I don't take it to my head. Why should I take it to my head? Like I'm saying that it's just one story. So I just think, okay, what's next? So this is just one success case. There can be a lot more success cases. So I always think what's next from here. I believe in a lot of spiritual gurus. So Mahatria once said, from here to where? That's a question that you should ask yourself. Like sometimes we are like, this is it. But that's where you should ask this question to yourself, from here to where? Because when you are at a certain point, you always think you're accomplished, you are there, and you achieve everything. But that's not the end of it. So you should always ask this question to yourself, from here to where? So I listen to him. I listen to Osho a lot. Where I get to see a lot of intellectual thought process of being in the present, understanding that the nature of a human being is to offer, is to give. So those are things which just cultivates your mind a lot. Not that I'm a very spiritually visible guy and do a lot of these gigs. Don't want to create an identity like that for myself because I'm a cool, chill guy. I may even party. I may just meet my friends once in a year and get drunk. I will not stop experimenting things in life just for the sake of this is not who I am. No, I don't restrict, because unless I don't know what happens there, I will really not know what it is to experience the wrong thing or the right thing. So I may be experimenting with things. I don't stop myself there saying that, this is not what I would like to do. No, I'm not that person. I will just go with the flow and I'll chill, basically.
I've seen many of your spiritual posts as well, but the recent post, like last 4 or 5 days, you are actually posting about people who are hustling, who are in first generation entrepreneurs. இப்போ ஒரு பீரியட்ல நீங்க இப்போ போட்டுட்டு இருக்கீங்க, I am there for you அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி. அது எதனால?
No, I've just learned one thing that I get a lot of replies for that. They just send me a hug or they just send me a heart. So I realized that I am talking to myself when I was going through.
Because I could relate to it.
Right. I'm talking to myself because I've been there, I've gone through that, and this is something that I've experienced. So I know that people are in deep pain when they're an entrepreneur or when they're a housewife, when they're trying to figure out their own identities out there, or kids out there, or young ones who's trying to establish their own career. So I know there's a lot of pain or the hustle that they go through. So that's why my words are for my younger self, which I was once in that situation, what I would be telling to myself. Nobody was there to tell me. So I'm just telling this to myself. I'm not really actually telling it to the world out there, but I'm just telling this to myself. And I see so many people are able to relate to it, connect to it, and able to respond to it. The maximum number of engagements I've received in my stories has been these ones where I just tell that I'm there for you and I'm here listening to you, or I'm there to, it's just, I could see that there is a lot of people who are wanting to hear such words. Like somebody just told me this morning, when I put my last status, which was about how you are empty or how you're lonely when you're starting yourself and you need to walk this path all alone and I'm watching you. There was some message like that. And there was somebody who messaged me saying that you didn't know that how much it meant to me. This was something I wanted to hear as a first thing in the morning because I had a very bad fight with my husband last night about my career choices. So that's basically what it is.
Coffee. உங்களோட பர்சனல் பிராண்டிங், ஓகே, உங்களோட இந்த முஸ்டாச்சா இருக்கட்டும், முறுக்கி விட்ட இப்போ கொஞ்சம் கீழே இறங்கி இருக்கு, பட் முறுக்கி விட்ட
Let me get it better. Yeah.
அண்ட் யுவர் ஃபேஷன் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட், லைக் த வே யூ வேர் யுவர் பேக், உங்களோட காஸ்டியூம்ஸாக இருக்கட்டும், நீங்கள் வெளியில் இருக்க பிக்சர்ஸாக இருக்கட்டும். அண்ட் த மோஸ்ட் ஃபேமஸ் பிக்சர், ஆக்சுவலாக அது தேடின கிடைக்கல, நீங்கள் பஸ் ஸ்டாப்பில் உட்காந்துருக்கு லேப்டாப் வச்சு உட்காந்துருக்க பிக்சர்.
Long time back.
That was not in. I was searching for like 5th.
It's there on my Facebook somewhere. I'll send it to you.
5th page வரைக்கும் போயிட்டேன், கிடைக்கல. நீங்க கல்லு மேல உட்கார்ந்திருக்க பிக்சர் மட்டும் தான் இருக்கு. But that's the that went viral.
That went viral because it was published in the Hindu. Sitting on the bus stop, and then there is a auto, and there is a image that was captured by a photograph from the Hindu, and that went viral. This long time back. You know my story like really long back. So yeah.
So you always carry a ஒரு பர்சனல் பிராண்டிங், wherever your hairstyle, உங்க ட்ரெஸ்ஸிங், அந்த பேகு, how?
Okay. So one of the most important things in your life is power dressing. When you're walking, power dressing.
Okay.
When you're walking into a room and you're dressing yourself well, people definitely turn around and see. When you're walking on the stage and you're communicating, what you wear really matters. And I'm a strong believer of that, and I've seen that a lot of people come to me and appreciate my fashion sense, or they ask me where's this jacket from, and it's a conversation initiator. Sometimes they ask me where's this bag from. Sometimes people connect with me just because of my fashion sense. So I've learned that if you want to be distinguished in the crowd, one of the ways to distinguish yourself is what you wear and how you carry yourself. For a very long time, I never had hair on my body, like especially on my face. Like all, chinna vayasla. So in my college days, when everybody had a lot of beard, I never had one. I was like the baby-looking guy in the college.
Face and the
True. So when God gifted me with so much hair, I was like, I can't let this go now. My dad and my mom sometimes say, how long will you carry this mustache and this beard? I think till my death for sure. Because this is something that God has gifted. It's like manifestation that has come true for me. So that's, so grooming also plays a very important role. You know how I used to look before, and then how I've changed my identity, the way I look. So I take inputs from some experts who knows to do hairstyling or who knows how to groom better. Because eventually it's about how you carry yourself. So if people are taking photos with you and they're posting photos with you on social media, they're also going to tag you. And those people who are going to see you will first see, they'll not see who you are. They'll see how you look, what you're wearing. And that will make them go click on it because your appearance was so cool. So they will want to go and check who this person is. So all these small things really matter when you're building your personal brand. It's just not about your journey internally, it's also about your journey externally. Like your fitness matters, your skin matters, your hairstyle matters. All of these matters along with your thoughts. So I'm saying that it should be a complete package. Sometimes, most times I'm always in black and black. You will always see me dressed like that. I'll keep it one color when I want to be on the stage and stuff, because it's easy and people can relate to that. Oh, this guy is always in black. Not too much of investment for me. I can wear the same jeans for years. I can wear the same t-shirt for years. So those are things that people don't know. But it's about how you style them also, right? So that's also really matters. So I always say people, these are small investments that you can make in yourself. And not that you're going to keep buying this again and again. But these are smaller investments, but this shapes up your identity. In fact, one thing I learned in this journey, it's a very good question to ask, that a lot of people say, hey, tell me where this shirt is from, where this particular jacket is from. I have to keep sending them links on the DMs when they ask me these questions. And once I put this on my story, I'm thinking of starting my own fashion page. Would you be interested? Almost 80% people said yes. That they wanted to see a fashion page. So it gave me a new business idea that I can be a fashion influencer in this space, but just that I don't have time to do something like that.
So you still handle your page?
My Instagram page is handled by me personally.
By you personally?
I only upload my content. I upload my stories. I don't give. Nobody has access to it. Of course, my team will work on the editing and all of that. They will send it to me. I'll download and I'll upload it. Some days if I've slept off, that is not going up. It's also not going up. But I will not schedule my content. I'll always post it live myself. But it's all done by me. Nobody handles this.
Seriously?
Yeah.
நீங்க வந்து நிறைய விஷயத்த சொல்லி கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க, உங்களுக்கு புரியுதான்னு தெரியல. ஸோ ஒன் இஸ் பவர் ட்ரெஸ்ஸிங். நான் ட்ரெஸ் பண்ணிக்கணும், எனக்கு அது ஆசை.
Absolutely. It's very important because you are going to inspire generations of entrepreneurs. So they will look up to you. See, there are two ways of dealing with this, right? If you see Steve Jobs, you'll see Mark Zuckerberg. They'll wear the same t-shirts on the same on the stage. But if you see Mark Zuckerberg on his Instagram, he will wear the bestest of all attires. He'll find the craziest attire to impress his wife on her 40th birthday. So I really learned there are two sides of him. He want to be simple, but also he wants to dress well. So like a little confused identity up there. So I'm just saying that it really matters. You look at anybody out there, because when you are on the stage, you're like a star. People are looking up to you. So all of your attires really, really matter to them, because not everybody dresses like that. So when they see somebody dressed like this, they always want to go have a conversation with them. So it's called the power dressing, and we should take that seriously.
Thanks for sharing. Thanks for inspiring me to do this. இதுக்கப்புறம் நான் அதை ஃபாலோ பண்ணுறேன். சீஃப், இந்த ஃபனல்ஸ் இதெல்லாம் நான் இப்போ தான் போஸ்ட் லாக்டவுன் கற்றுக்கிட்டு இப்போ பண்ணுறக்க ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டோம். நீங்கள் யூ ஹேட் அ ஹிந்தி டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங் ஃப்ரீ கோர்ஸ் அப்போவே. ஸோ இந்த ஃபனல்ஸ்குள்ளெல்லாம் எப்போ வந்தீங்க? எப்போ process?
I think 2016 is when I got into funnels.
16, seriously?
Yeah, 2016. So one was English digital marketing course free, and then Hindi digital marketing course that happened later. So that started from 2016 onwards is where, 30% of my revenues would go back in ads. My personal brand is largely also built because of the revenue that I will invest in ads. So that is what I have been doing. Like since 2016, the funnels are on, whether it is an ebook that I'm offering or some list I'm offering.
One digital marketing tips, content tips.
So content tips that has happened. So all of this has been done only from a perspective of building stronger funnels and the visibility out in the market. So that I've been doing for so many years right now.
Or simple language la funnels nennachi. What is a funnel?
It's just a way for you to attract your audience and hold a conversation with them till they become very close to you and invest in you. That's basically what funnel would be. Because eventually in funnels, people buy you more than buying your idea. And it's about what you talk to them and how you talk to them, right? That's what really matters. So this is basically how simply that we can say what funnel is. Most people just want to sell. Like they'll just go and they want to sell. Now, some products will just sell. Like you find a cool shirt, you click on it and you buy. You don't need funnels there. But some businesses will definitely need funnels because it needs a nurturing time. Let's say real estate needs funnel. Jewelry sometimes needs funnel. Coaching definitely needs funnel. Education, entire industry needs a lot of funnel because the decision-making time is very long, right? Because I want to buy a gold necklace. I will see 3 stores and then I will take a decision because I'm spending 10 lakhs for the wedding gold jewelry. So I'll think I'll figure out my time. So in meanwhile, you have been showing the products to customers. You have been talking to them on WhatsApp. They have been very comfortable with you. They will give you business than everybody else because they have not built the funnel. So that's what I strongly say. Every business should have funnel. There's no way that they should compromise on it because funnel is for generations. Once you build it, they will keep buying from you. And even your child can continue to sell to the same audiences. Anybody else can continue to sell to the same audiences because it's a funnel that's been built for life.
Free funnel oda call to action on the book download பண்றது. What is the next message that you will push, like upsell or other thing that you push?
So basically right now when I'm giving something for free, I'm not upselling anything.
Seriously?
Like I give a lot of things on my Instagram. They'll say comment and get this and stuff. Not through ads, but when I'm doing it just organically and I've put automation in the process and people are commenting and receiving it, I'm not selling anything at all. Because what I'm buying from them is more time with me. If they have downloaded, they've commented, they're going and checking their DM, they're downloading something, they're reading something. They've spent 3 minutes with Sorav Jain. And that 3 minutes is something I've earned. That's enough because I've registered myself in their head. And if somebody has done all of this, they'll any which way see my ads. So after this, I'll bombard them with ads about my workshop and all of that.
Retargeting ads.
All my retargeting will start to happen to these audiences. So that's basically what I generally do. My funnel is never free now. Like I do a smaller workshop at 149 rupees and from there I upsell my program. That's basically what I do in my in my Instagram mastery course. In my digital marketing program, which is 4 months, we have a lot of these free webinars because it's for students and they can't afford to spend 100 or 150 rupees. So a lot of entrepreneurs are also there, but we want to, because it's a little 4 months program and little premium program, we want them to experience certain classes for free, certain online programs for free, because it's a high ticket program. So we let them take their time. Now when they come, after that, the retargeting happens. The mail goes of multiple success stories of my students. So most case, we share anybody who's made an inquiry. We don't talk about who I am, what I know. No, none of the nothing is about us. It's about all our student success. And second is, it's always about value. So some mails are just value. Like some people are appreciating us, saying that, hey, we receive mails from you every Monday or every week, and there's so much of value out there and you're giving it for free. I said, that's what I want you to say. This is part of my strategy, that I want you to feel that there is so much of value that I'm giving to you for free. So that's part of the funnel. So give immense value and then show enough case studies. That will make them crave for what more do I have? How do I contact you? How do I talk to you? How do I get your services? How do I take your consulting? All of this will be byproduct of these two things that you do in your process.
Email use பண்றீங்க, வாட்ஸ்அப் யூஸ் பண்றீங்க, கால்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்றீங்க, ஆட்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்றீங்க. இமெயில் மார்க்கெட்டோட ஓப்பன் ரேட் இஸ் லெஸ்ன்னு சொல்றாங்க. 8%, 12%ங்கிற மாதிரி. உங்களுக்கு எது பெட்டரா இருக்காது, இமெயிலா வாட்ஸ்அப்பா? ஐ டோன்ட் see any.
So once I had commented on Mark Zuckerberg's post, which was about broadcast. And then I messaged something on the comment saying that I think this is a great thing in comparison with email marketing. When Instagram introduced broadcast feature, and for which Mark Zuckerberg replied, don't you think we killed email when we introduced WhatsApp? And that actually clicked very strongly in my mind, that he's actually right. When was the last time you sit down and open and check your emails? But you will constantly, your clients are on your WhatsApp, your students are on your WhatsApp, you're distributing messages on WhatsApp. Everything has become WhatsApp today. It's WhatsApp first, then email first. So I realized that the hidden agenda of Mark Zuckerberg introducing WhatsApp and the broadcasting system itself was to completely kill the market for email and Gmail in nutshell, if you look at it. So having said this, to tell you this, that my first choice would always be WhatsApp, because it's what people expect in their mindset today. You send them something and you don't send them a WhatsApp, they will immediately call you and say, I didn't receive it. I said, please check your email. It's there on your email. They're like, oh, okay, I didn't know. And then sometimes it's landing on the spam box. So you have to tell them, please check the spam box. It may be right there. So those are the challenges of email today. People are so used to it now, because when they book their ticket on Book My Show or PVR, they all get WhatsApp messages or they get SMS, but they don't even check their SMS as much as they're checking their WhatsApp. So they're getting used to this process now. So it's no more about email confirmation. It's always about WhatsApp confirmation today. So it's WhatsApp first. You don't need email. You just don't need that in the strategy. You just put your ads and your WhatsApp. That's more than enough for you to build your funnel stronger, basically.
ஒரு மந்த்க்கு எவ்வளவு மெசேजेस புஷ் பண்ணலாம் சீஃப்?
Broadcast.
In WhatsApp or in broadcast or?
I don't think we should do a lot, depending upon the business that you are in, right? If you're subscribing for value and they're giving value every other day, they are open because they subscribe for it. They are happy seeing it. People subscribe for products and they want to see collections, and you sending them weekly once collections, they're absolutely okay seeing it because they subscribe for that. But if you're just randomly shooting broadcast, avoid sending these festive wishes. Don't waste your energy there, because nobody cares a damn about. We don't even care about our relatives' WhatsApp messages on those days, that they would really not care about a brand's message. So don't waste like that. So rather, when you send a WhatsApp message, it should be visually pleasing. It should be something that they like. I may open a WhatsApp message from a fashion brand because they say new collection here. So I may just want to spend some few seconds to see what the new collection looks like. And only the image, not even click on the website and go. Just see those two images to decide if I really want to go further. So it is about enticing your customer with what they want, not what they should be sitting down and reading all the time. So do small videos, do small images and send it to your customers out there.
இப்போ ரீசன்ட் ட்ரெண்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்க டிஜிட்டல் பிசினஸஸ் எல்லாம் என்னென்ன சீஃப் இருக்கு? ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ட்ராப் ஷிப்பிங் இஸ் ஒன், கோச்சிங் இஸ் ஒன். அந்த மாதிரி உங்கள் டாப் ஆஃப் த மைண்ட்ல வர மாடல்ஸ் என்னென்ன இருக்கு?
Dropshipping, of course, is one of them. Coaching, like how you said, it's not new, but it's been there, and it's everybody's getting into it right now. Growing your influence is becoming stronger. People are just not taking it very seriously, but the brand endorsements that you can get is massive money out there. I know of influencers making 10-15 lakh rupees a month for just making reels out there. So it's a good money to grow your influence today. Fourth thing is starting theme pages on Instagram, where you try to create pages for a certain thing. For example, Chennai City. You don't even have to show your face. You can just curate content and start publishing out there. And tomorrow you'll start seeing endorsements and associations that can happen out there, which is also one of the things to really look at. Apart from this is a lot of people, do marketplace purchases, and then they try to create Instagram pages to sell those products. Offline products. Of course, it's a drop shipping in a way, but not digitally. But there's many small business owners, or I would say a lot of housewives out there, young kids out there. They try to do a lot of these Instagram marketing for the products that they handpick and they try to sell, which is also an opportunity. Affiliate is something that you can never discount. You can be an Amazon affiliate today, Flipkart's affiliate today, or any products affiliate for that matter, and you can create content on that and try to then make people buy those products and make a huge percentage over the sale that can happen because of you. So that is also something that you can make an investment in, which I believe these are some latest trends which I see that's happening in the space of digital. The older school has been buying domains and selling domains. It still matters. It still works. People still buy domains. People still sell domains. Yeah, like for example, we purchased digitalscholar.com at a little premium price because somebody booked it a long time back. And when we launched Digital Scholar, it was digitalscholar.in. And at that point of time, we couldn't afford the money that this guy was asking for. But later, when we made some money from Digital Scholar and we realized how important it is, because when we want to go global, we would need .com domain. It will not help us with just .in. So we had to go ahead and buy that. So there is a scope for it. So, you need to keep your ears open and figure out.
Geo Hotstar or a story, Mari. Someone have bought Geo
Hotstar, right? Yeah. So it's a similar story, right? So I'm saying that somebody played very smart in that case. I'm sure somebody known would have taken it or whatever. But I think that you need to be very smart enough to understand it, and that's still a business to be in. So there is quite a lot scope today. It's raining money on the internet. You need to really figure out how do you want to make your best out there. And of course, there's ad revenues that you can get through channels like YouTube and stuff, which is not massive, at least from an Indian marketplace. But then that's also one of the revenue models to look at. I'm saying multiple revenue models, like even Snapchat. People are making money through snaps once your Snapchat becomes monetized, and it pays more than what YouTube is paying for many creators out there.
Seriously?
Yeah. So you will see a lot of these young couples out there on Snapchat trying to show their romantic side to the world, or create these really cringe content on Snapchat. And eventually it's working because people are sitting down and watching their stories because they are not in relationships, so they're watching someone else's relationship. But in this process of watching someone else's story, they are making money, and and it's good money.
Chief, இப்போ வந்து you have a larger community, very big community across India, across the world. சர்வீஸ்குள்ள இருந்திருக்கீங்க. ப்ராடக்ட் பண்ணணும்னு ஏதாவது தோணிருக்கா? இந்த மாதிரி ப்ராடக்ட் பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு, ஐ வாண்ட் டு கிரியேட் அ ப்ராடக்ட், அ டிஜிட்டல் ப்ராடக்ட், an app?
Not really. Like, every entrepreneur, eventually the life cycle of an agency owner is start an agency, then stop an agency, then get into product, then sell the product to the same guys who were your clients in the agency. That's not what I am right now in. I don't want to create any digital products. That's also one of the opportunities to make money on the internet, to create a SaaS product or a product that solves a problem in the industry. But that's not what I want to build right now, because then I need a complete focus on it. I need a team for it to market. That's why I built Digital Scholar in 2019, which in nutshell is a product that I have built and something that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about teaching. So I don't want to build a product which I am not very passionate about. So I built Digital Scholar for me, which is a product, and I did that because I had the strengths to market an institute. I've learned how to market an institute. So I've been marketing my institute through whatever strengths I have, basically.
இப்போ with the power of AI, நீங்கள் ஏஐ ப்ராடக்ட்ஸு இப்போ வந்துட்டே இருக்கு நிறையா. ஸோ நான் இன்னைக்கு ஒரு லிஸ்ட்டு போட்டிருக்கேன், இந்த ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்குது அப்படிங்கும்போது, இந்த ப்ராடக்ட்ஸை பற்றி நீங்கள் எப்போ பேசுனீங்கன்னா லாஸ்ட் இயர் நம்மளோட ஒன் டே ஒர்க் ஷாப்பில் நீங்கள் இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் பற்றிலாம் பேசிட்டீங்க. யூ கேவ் அ லிஸ்ட் ஆஃப் 20-25 டூல்ஸ். ஸோ அதுக்குள்ள எப்படி டக்குன்னு போகிறீங்க?
Didn't get your question.
சரி, ரைட். இப்போ தான் எனக்கு ஏஐ ஹிட் ஆகுது, நான் ஏஐ கற்றுக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஏஜென் ஆர் 11 லேப்ஸ். இப்போ லாஸ்ட் இயர் யூ டிட் அ ட்ரைனிங், யூ டிட் அ ஒர்க் ஷாப் இன்
Digital Business Bootcamp.
அதில் யூ கேவ் அ லிஸ்ட் ஆஃப் 2025 டூல்ஸ் அப்போவே. ஸோ இங்கே இப்போ வரப்போகிற ட்ரெண்ட்ஸ் உங்களுக்கு முன்னாடியே தெரிஞ்சிருக்கு. ஸோ அதெல்லாம் எப்படி அதுக்குள்ளெல்லாம் கற்றுக்குறீங்க? இது அப்படியாது
it's just hands-on. Like even yesterday I was trying this tool called flare.ai, where you can just take your products and do a great product placements on things. There is one more called hortica.ai, where you can just put your clothes and they will put this on models for you.
Okay.
So you just have to
designs. Mockups.
So you take a product on a white background, like since you're in a textile space, take a product in a white background and you go to hortica.ai, and then it will automatically put that on the models of your choice. So your job becomes much easier. You don't have to really invest in shoots out there, right? So there is always we figure out what's next, how to get that sorted. So those are kind of decisions that we take gradually, just to. I've heard it, I've watched it, somebody told me this, or she just got to know about it. We have group, like internally, my family sits down and discuss these things.
Family.
Yeah. Like even if my wife discovered or Rishi's wife discovered something, so we just talk about it over the dinner table of what's new. And at home, our conversations are largely about digital marketing. Yeah, that's basically what we discuss, because that's our bread and butter. So while we're eating our bread and butter, we're discussing that.
It's a joint family.
It's a joint family.
You all stay together.
Yeah, we stay together. I think that's the beauty of joint family.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if it wasn't a joint family, it would have been very difficult for me, because I really don't know what's happening in my home. How is the water coming? Who's paying the electricity bills? To be honest, I don't know none of these. All I know is I have to work and I have to go home, eat, sleep, talk to my mom and dad, have fun with everybody out there. So somebody or the other is taking care of something or the other. So that's the beauty of joint family. So your kids grow with everybody, and then your work happens with everybody getting involved. So the major chunk of this managing your personal life happens not just you being involved, but everybody else in the family being involved. Becomes easier.
No, I think you should run a course on how to run a joint family.
The only way to run a joint family is one, be a giver. Always think big for your family. Most people don't think like that. They want to take from the family and think selfish. You can't be selfish. You have to be selfless. That's number one. And second, it is just about giving their own spaces. I don't get involved in what my elder brother is doing. Where is he going? What holiday he's doing? That's not my personal matter. What Rishi is doing, that's not my personal matter. What I am doing, it's not their personal matter. So nobody's getting into anyone's personal matter. So that's the space that we like to give. Even our parents like to give that space to us. We give that space to our parents. So everybody gives their own space. At our home, sometimes we're living together, but we're living separately when we have to live separately. Like when we take our decisions, we're taking individual decisions. It's not that the decision has to be stamped by our parents. Like joint family don't stay when the hierarchy process starts. When the parents are like, no, you have to take my permission and then go out. In my family, it's not like that. You go out, you just leave them a message saying that I'm leaving, not asking that can I go. No, that's not the way. We just say we're leaving. That's the only thing that we say. Sometimes my mom won't even know where I am. Like once you open the door in the morning at 6 a.m, it's like, where were you? I said, just came from Bombay. Oh, you were not here in Chennai? I said, yeah, I was not here in Chennai for the last 4 days. You just realize it now. So she doesn't even know I was not at home, because we have like 2 floors building. So she's thinking, okay, this guy has left early, is coming late. Okay. So she doesn't know that I was not home for 4 days. It's like, what kind of a mom are you that you're not even aware I'm not at home? It's like, I don't know when you guys come, when you guys leave. So that's basically how it is. So
உங்க ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் வித் மாம், இது வரைக்கும் நம்ம பெருசா இன்டர்நெட்ல பார்க்கல. அப்பா பத்தி பேசியிருக்கோம்.
I think my mom is my best friend. Like we are like a bully together when we sit together. I'll troll her friends. She'll troll my friends. Like there's not even a single morning where we have not had our breakfast together. There's not even a single evening where we have not sat down together to have a conversation with each other. So it's like a very cordial relationship that we share. At the same time, we are like a bit of a Tom and Jerry in a relationship. But it's the best bond that we share, because when we are across the table, everybody in the family is like, okay, now these guys will end up in a fight in some time. So they'll just wait for it starts with a nice conversation, then it'll end up in some kind of a fight. Either she's advising me something or I'm advising her something. So that generally happens at home most times. But it's pretty cool. Like there's one person that we always never, in our family, we don't keep these inhibitions of conversations. Like we don't stop ourselves from talking about something. If there's a problem, there's a problem. We talk it out. It's not that, oh, they are parents, how can we discuss this? It's not like that. They also understand it. I just take some effort to educate them about the situation so they understand the situation, because they're little old school thoughts. But when there is a newness, they take some time to understand what that newness is. So that's what we do.
Do you have work-life balance? எல்லாரும் வீட்டில் இருக்கவங்க அத்தனை பேரும் ஆஃபீஸில் இருக்காங்க. How do you differentiate work-life balance?
I don't know why this work-life balance really exists in the world. Work is life. That's basically what my life is all about. And I enjoy it, working all the time. And I don't know if I really want to find balance, because that's what my personal life is. If there's no work, there's no personal life that I see I have, because at my home, everybody's doing the same kind of a thing that I'm doing. So, yes, if you think, oh, I should take a weekend off and I should go somewhere, all of that happens. A holiday happens, a spiritual morning or an evening happens. All of that, when it has to happen, it has to happen. But I don't really want to call work-life balance. I always feel work is life if you're an entrepreneur. There's no discount.
This is the exact answer which was given in the morning by Paneerselvam sir, Cat Center.
Okay. Yeah. So I said, if you're an entrepreneur, there's what work-life balance are you talking about? Like, there's no discount in work-life balance. Like, it's just like you have to consider work as life. It can happen on a weekend. It can happen on any time in the night also. If a client is calling, he's calling. He has a problem. You have to solve the problem. You can't say, I'm not working right now. Call me in the morning. This is India. This is not US. This is India. And in India, if it's your business, it's your shit problem. You fucking solve it. There's nobody else who's going to sit down and solve it. So that's basically about it.
Chief, ரொம்ப வருஷமா அதே ப்ராசஸ் இருக்கும். How do you handle burnout? Like, sometimes you may
fatigue is a part and parcel of your business. And fatigue can be solved with supportive friends. I've had multiple times when I decided to quit my agency business.
Seriously?
Yeah. 2013, 14, 15. And in that process of calling it a quit, I would give a call to a friend of mine, and she or he would say, what's your problem? Look at my life. What am I doing? Nothing with my life. You're doing at least something meaningful. So there'll always be one support system will always push me to not quit. So you need to really find a good support system. That's very, very important. Second, you need to speak it out, right? A lot of people keep it to themselves and then they take the harshest decision. So you need to really speak it out. There are therapies available in the market which you can take to speak it out to someone if something is bothering you about your business, or you can talk to an expert in your industry. And I do that. Like today, if I see there's a challenge in my agency, I just pick up my phone and talk to a competitor and I call them and ask them, what do you do? How do you do this? And what is the problem you solve? And I get an answer from them. Or anybody from Mumbai market who is better at running an agency, I just leave them a WhatsApp, and whenever they're free, they give you a call back to tell me what the solution for that is. So you need to really ask for help from the right people. So I don't really hesitate in asking for help. So yes, there is going to be burnout. There's going to be fatigue in the process, but you need to really mellow down at that point of time. I've spoken about work-life balance, and at some point of time when you think this is not working out for you, then you just leave everything for some time. You take a spiritual break, or you take a break from work, just go on a holiday, or you just don't go to work only for 3-4 days, just be at home watching TV. When you are empty, you will get 1,000 ideas and then you'll bounce back. When you're not empty and you're in that burnout mode and you're working further, struggling more, hustling more, it doesn't really work out.
How do you handle your mental health?
So I take therapies when I wanted to take therapies.
You are taking therapy.
I'm not taking now, but when I wanted to take therapies, I've taken therapies.
Okay. You've taken
and I'm absolutely vocal about it, because sometimes you can't discuss certain things with your spouse, or you can't discuss certain things with your parents. You really need to open up to someone.
Is it for your mental health, for your personal or for business?
It can be anything. Like sometimes you're just cluttered with a lot of thoughts and you want to bring clarity of thoughts. So it could be sometimes personal, it could be sometimes business. So I sometimes take therapy's help. So that's number one. Second, I take a spiritual break. Like I may go to Osho's commune in Himalayas. I do a program with them for 5 days, or I may just go to a place called Shravanabelgola in Karnataka, where I climb the mountains. By then I start to get my peace of mind and I start to get clarity of thoughts there. So I take spiritual breaks, or I take therapies. One of this for sure. Or sometimes I just talk to my family. Like I'll just say, this is what I'm going through. And I get ideas from them on how we should just process. That's the beauty of joint family. Like where you can talk it out. Like I told you in my home, we can just talk it out. We don't keep things to ourselves. So we just talk it out. So those are things that I generally do when I think there is a lot of stress in my head. And I think and I'm trying to be very vocal about this. Because a lot of people think, oh, this is something that we should not be sharing with the world. But I think if you have a mental health problem and you're going through something, all of us go through something or the other. And we have to, especially as creators, as entrepreneurs, who's digitally seen, right? A simple, small statement by someone on your ad or on your post, you may let go then. But somewhere subconsciously, it may just keep bothering you. Somebody has just poured it without even thinking how it may impact someone's mental health.
So அடுத்த क्वेश्चन அதான் கேக்குறேன். இப்போ நீங்க சொன்ன அதே क्वेश्चन காந்தி. How do you handle trolls? Like இவ்ளோ வருஷம் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில இருந்திருக்கீங்க. You started when there is no internet. அப்ப இருந்து எப்படி how do you handle trolls?
So
Negative comments.
Yeah. So I think world is really harsh when it comes to seeing someone else being successful. So they'll always find out a way to push or pull you down. By putting something negative.
அந்த கமெண்ட்டுக்காக தெரப்பி போயிருக்கீங்களா?
Not necessarily. It has bothered me earlier. I've not taken therapies for that. But what I did was I took a paper pen. I listed down all the things these people are talking about. Like everything that they have spoken about me. And then I also made a list of flaws that I have. All my weaknesses, which I believe I have. Then I realized everything that is bothering me, that world is talking about, are things that's been already bothering me about myself.
Okay.
These are things that is bothering about, these are flaws that you know, but you've not accepted it. And then somebody's talking about it, you take it very personally because you have not accepted that fact about yourself. You have not accepted the statement about that the statement has been made about yourself. You know somewhere that this statement will be made to you. So you should always make a list. When you're starting your journey digitally, you should make a list of things that you think people will say about you. And it could be you're a thief, you steal money, you're blah blah blah, whatever. You just keep writing it down, and once you know these are things that they will say, and when they comment, it won't really bother you. That's first. Second, please block people, please hide them if they are taking away your mental peace, because your mental peace is at first. You don't have to really be responsible to answer to everybody out there. So you just have to block people and just move on. I mean, like they'll keep commenting something or the other because it doesn't matter to them, but it matters to you. So just block them. So I do that. Like I may just hide a lot of people who's bothering me or block them because how does it really matter to build a relationship with somebody? So one thing I do is I don't answer to people. If they made something negative, I don't care to reply. Or I'll give a savage reply to them. Generally, I would do that. Or I'm not going to please them. That's something I've made sure that I'm not here to please you because I have enough people in my families or lives to please, not to you at least. So I won't please them. I'll either block or I'll give a savage reply or I just ignore. These are 3 things that I can do.
What's the next big thing, Chief? நீங்க அடுத்த 5 years எதை நோக்கி ஓடிட்டு இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு?
So one thing is to see how I can take Digital Scholar global.
Okay.
Yeah. How I can create like a longer 1-year program, not just 4 months program, so that I can see a lot more diamonds coming out of this.
So now you have signed up with colleges,
we have signed up with quite a few colleges. Yeah. So that's also happening. Tie-ups with colleges are happening. I want to do a little longer 1-year program where I really create a little postgraduate level kind of a program where people can learn a lot more. That's one of the things that I want to do big time. Third is I've always been thinking of starting a fashion page for a very long time. I thought this year maybe I should really do that, but I don't want to be like any other fashion person. I want to really get into marriages of people when the weddings happen. I want to be that person who has a vocal opinion about what to buy for the groom or anybody at home who's going to dress up for the wedding, because that's a big market to really look at. Like everybody, when they go for a wedding, they don't think of how much to spend for their attires. They just want to spend. So I want to really figure out a good dressing sense there for people. That's one of the things that I'm looking at. Fourth thing is I have a Hindi channel, which is Social Sorav Jain at about 143K. So I'm trying to see how do I scale that up. Fifth is my agency. This year we're thinking of how do we systemize the whole process with a lot more big budget clients and see if we can have one or other wing in another market. These are certain things that I'm looking at for the next 5 years right now. If you ask me personally, where am I going to be 5 years down the line? Pretty much this industry is not going to die. So at that point of time, whatever is at the top of the business, I'm going to be playing that game. So I can't define 5 years down the line because nobody could define that industry. This industry can go anywhere in the next 5 years. So I'm just watching what's happening and play as and when the way the ball is thrown at you. So yeah.
Chief, இப்போ நீங்கள் ரெக்கார்ட் பிரேக்கிங் வாக்கின்ஸ் ஃபார் கிரெடை இப்போ ரீசெண்டாக 2025 நடந்தது. ஸோ அந்த கேம்பெயினை பற்றி சொல்ல முடியுமா?
Sure. So this was a campaign where we had a budget of about 60-70 lakhs to spend, which is a duration of 14 days. Now our spend was, one, of course, was on lead generation because we wanted to, so you know what many people do with event marketing, they try to just focus on showing that the event is happening, but there's no assurance that will people come for this or not. So we focus on pampering this audience. What do people want? Let's say you have wedding at your event, wedding at your home. You will send an invitation, then you'll keep calling them, then you'll keep inviting them, then only they'll come to the wedding. There's a set of people in your family like that who will always need that kind of an attention. I've realized everybody in this world needs that attention. So in event marketing, do great lead generation, then send them amazing WhatsApp messages. If you can have a call done in the process, you can do calls also to them so that they feel special that, oh, VIP tickets kudakranga, kupranga. So that's one of the things to look at. Second is we work with certain set of influencers where we identified that their majority of followers are from Chennai because it's a Chennai event, or majority of followers are from Tamil Nadu because people may also come down from there. So we almost work with 30-40 influencers in this where we had a certain strategy of what they should communicate, what they should not.
Adu konja explain pandruma. There are 3 videos in the span of 4 days.
Sure. So when we work with influencers, we don't work with them like 1 week in advance. No, we always work with them towards the event. So like 3 days before, 4 days before the event, because that's when people are crazy about knowing what's happening in the city. What should we do on this weekend? So if Friday is the event, Monday is when they start to publish. And we almost saw 20,000-30,000 shares for multiple posts that were made by these influencers. When I look at 30,000 shares, I already know that this is not going to be a small event. It's going to be big because if an influencer's video is being shared by so many people, we know that it is going to be a massive...
It's solving someone's problem.
It is solving someone's problem. Besides this, during the event, the last 3 days of the event, which happens Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the event. So from that day, we take all of these influencers' videos, whether they perform or not perform. We try to pump in money to make that retarget to all those people who made an inquiry, so that everybody in the city keeps seeing these influencer videos again and again. We don't use just our creatives in this strategy because people are bored seeing your creatives. Like you can't keep showing the same brand celebrity out there showing the product. So that's bored. So when you bring all these influencers who's known, visible, and their videos are sponsored and showed to people, eventually you'll start seeing that, oh, everybody's talking about it. Now, who are these people who are saying that everybody's talking about it? These are people who already seen the ad, have made an inquiry, but they're not attending the event. So when they see that every other minute on YouTube, on Instagram, I'm only seeing about this event, they decide to actually make it to the event. So that's how basically what we do in order to create a hype for an event like this. Not just this, but any event that we market, we are so confident that we know how to really get people in that event by getting the right communication rolling with the customers out there. So that's basically what we do.
Chief, you are a person of tools. நீங்க உங்களோட ஆட்டோமேஷன்ல இருந்து எல்லாமே டூல்ஸ் நிறையா சொல்லியிருக்கீங்க. நான் நிறையா உங்கள்கிட்ட இருந்து கற்றுட்டு யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். Can you recommend some of the tools for Instagram growth?
Sure. So I use ManyChat for automation. It makes my life easier by making people comment and they get something.
Okay.
Second, I use TapLink for the link in the bio because you can do a lot of things on that particular landing page which you can create using TapLink. So I'll recommend TapLink that you can make use of. Third is you can use tools like pfpmaker.com to get your cover picture right. A lot of people don't do that. Of course, I use ChatGPT largely to plan my content calendar. Many people don't do that. Like you can craft your bio right, you can craft your entire strategy right, your captions right, your hashtags right, if you really know how to get the prompts right. So that's something I use. I use Hotika.ai, Flare.ai, especially largely from getting my content strategy for brands right. Flare.ai for product placement, Hotika.ai for model clothing on model out there. Then I also use Modash, which is a tool, and Hashfame. These are apps. Hashfame is a mobile app. Modash is a tool online, and you can even use the app where you can go ahead and find out influencers that you would like to work with, and what kind of followers they have, what is their quality of content that they post, how many fake followers they have. So you can shortlist who you'd like to work with. So these are certain tools that I make use of from a creation or influencer marketing perspective. Besides this, I use tools like Captions for editing, InShot, of course, for editing. CapCut I use with VPN in order to edit. These are certain tools, but waiting for Instagram's edit tool to come in the market, which will make a life more lot more easy.
Heygen use பண்றீங்களா உங்களோட content?
Yes, so I've been using Heygen and 11 Labs. What I'm doing is I'm trying to create model of my own. I want to take a little break from content creation so that the AI does the job for me. I've already started to implement and experiment with certain tools there. In fact, few videos there is spoken by AI, but it doesn't feel like it's spoken by AI. And when I saw that it already got...
பேசும்போதே மாடல் மாதிரி தான் பேசுறீங்க.
Thank you. So 1,000 shares with one of the Seriously? AI model I got. Voice was from 11 Labs. Heygen was the tool which I use for modeling myself. Then I realized that I should take a break from just the regular content creation process because today AI can do the majority chunk of your job. So that is something that everybody should master. How do you create your very own AI model and how they can replace you in your content strategy, because eventually your thoughts are yours. People don't care whether you're shot this or you're not shot this. They don't even realize it. Some people are very smart, will sit down and realize it, but majority of people will not understand that this is what it is. So that's what I would recommend people to do.
Chief, I think I've covered almost everything. And one thing that I understood is, இன்னொரு 4 hours கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா இன்னும் பேசிட்டே இருப்பேன். இன்னும் I'll get input from you. I'll learn from you in the podcastல. Thank you for being so awesome. அங்கிருந்து இவ்வளோ தூரத்துலேருந்து வந்து இவ்வளோ வேல்யூட் பண்ணதுக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி. அண்ட் சாரி, நான் தமிழில் நிறையா கொஷின் கேட்டு உங்களை புஷ் பண்ணியிருந்தா. Hope you enjoyed the process. ஏன்னா எனக்கு I'm personally happy because நான் ஒரு 4-5 கொஸ்டின் கிட்ட இருந்து உங்கள்கிட்ட புதுசாக ஆன்சர் வாங்கியிருக்கேங்கிற மாதிரி எனக்கு ஒரு ஃபீல் இருந்துச்சு. இந்த இன்டர்வியூ எப்படி இருந்துச்சு சீஃப்?
Thank you, Sakthi, for getting me here. So தமிழ் எனக்கு தெரியும், நான் பேசலாம், நான் இங்கே தான் பிறந்தேன். So just that my Tamil is very funny. I don't want to become a joke on Instagram, so that's why I'm not using my Tamil. நான் வந்து if you put me in front of an auto man, I can talk to and I can reach anywhere I want to. Second, I think I had a great conversation. We didn't even look at the time because it just kept going. And the questions came in the flow because I think you love this subject a lot. So proud of your journey, so proud of your son. Both of you doing really well, and I'm wishing you both success ahead. So do some great things in life.
Thank you, Chief. ஒரு பிஸ்னஸ் ஆரம்பிக்கணும்னா, டிஜிட்டலுக்குள்ள வரணும்னா, ஒரு ஆஸ்பைரிங் ஆண்டர்பிரினர் என்ன பண்ணணும்னு சொன்னா அதோட முடிச்சுக்கலாம்.
First, you should learn digital marketing. That's the first step in becoming great in your business. Second, you should be having a small budget allocated for investment in marketing. Many people think that's a lot of spends, but that's an investment. It's not an expense, it's an investment. So please change your mindset like that. Marketing is a fuel for business growth. If you're not investing in marketing, then you'll never be in a position to grow your business. You can't be dependent on referrals and some random leads or some walk-ins that happen because your store is located on the main road. You can't be dependent on that for a longer run because e-commerce will kill you. And quick commerce is totally going to kill you because quick commerce is going to make us extremely lethargic in the process. So learn to get your websites done, bring it on top through SEO, how to optimize your Google profile, which is very important, Google My Business profile. Learn meta ads. There's no discount in this process. Build your personal brand if you're a small business owner, because your face value can change your complete business value. Invest in Google ads if you're in a B2B space, because that's needed for your business, because people are searching for your business on the internet. So that's these are certain investments that you need to make off, because I'm sure everybody's going to play small. But these are no discounts. Like how you would pay electricity bills, how you would pay any other bills, like that you should have a digital marketing bill. Nobody's asking from you, but you should keep it aside. Like a discipline, you should keep it aside. And then you will see that it's like how people put an investment in temples, like that, put lesser investments there for some time, put more investment in digital marketing. When you make more money, then put that in temples. So, you can always discount that with your God, but don't discount on your digital marketing.
Okay. Thank you, Chief. I learned a lot from in the podcast. Thank you. Thank you for being so awesome.
Thank you, Shakthi.